If you get two, you got to go for all three,
The
right?
economy package.
What's up?
What's in the chicken bake? Out of curiosity, I mean,
Chicken.
well, Tess, thank you. I wasn't sure if there would be.
It's like chicken ranch almost.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Inside of
alright.
like a
There's
roll.
bacon in it,
Yeah, it's nice.
and it's got cheese baked on top.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, nice.
It's pretty.
My chair is so broken.
I ate a Walmart hot dog in the parking lot of Walmart this weekend. That was fun.
I didn't know that Walmart had hot dogs.
Yeah,
they have hot dogs for $1.50 and corn dogs for $1, which in my mind should be reversed. But it's probably because the corn dogs are frozen and the hot dogs they have to, get the buns for economy.
Mm-hmm. It's also because of name recognition. They're Frank's hot dogs. They always advertise like these are Frank's, and I guess that's something of note.
There's been a trend. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, that's all I was gonna say. Go ahead.
There's been a trend online for the last week or so where people ask their friends to like say, if you were selling hot dogs at a ballpark, how would you sell them? And people just get so into it.
Also, hi Mad King, we're live. Hi Mad King.
Hi Mad King.
Hi Mad King.
What's up?
How would you sell a hot dog?
Also, Mad King, thank you for the follow 3 days ago. Also, I don't know if AK is here, but AK or Awesome Kickcast, thank you for the follow. Thanks for the shout out from Colin M. Parker. And Oh Darling Dear, and thank you for the follows, AJ Gameplays and Oh Darling Dear. We appreciate that. I had to get that out. I want the people to feel like that they're appreciative. So,
well, they are appreciated.
Yeah. Now that that's out of the way, how would we all yell hot dog at a stadium?
There you go. Got you, dogs.
That's a good one. I think you'd sell a lot of hot dogs that way.
Am I purposely trying to sell them, or am I just doing this job to
the more you sell, the less you have to carry.
Oh, okay. All right. I guess I'm old school. Hot dog, get your hot dogs here. Lose 7 minutes off your life for every bite. Hot dogs.
Classic. They love that.
I would be eating a hot dog while I'm doing it, so I'd be like,
oh, a delectable hot dog. One left. Get your hot dogs.
As what I feel like that you would be eating more hot dogs than selling.
Because I fucking love hot
still
dogs.
Get sold.
I'm a glizzy fiend.
Okay. That's fair.
Glizzy fiend is actually my new Twitter handle. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah.
That was the name of my metal band back in college. No.
Glizzy fiend is my middle name.
I was the nitrate kid.
The nitrate kid.
Hey, then this works out great.
You said like a elemental themed Western character from a movie,
I will thicken your arteries.
Yeah, I was like, I'm this is Johnny Two Guns and the Nitrate Kid.
Ooh, I like the nitrous kid.
Ooh,
not related to this joke. The
nitrate kid and nitrous kid actually are siblings.
There you go.
Okay. One has bad health and the other is just fucking blazed all the time.
Yeah, there's a lot happening in that house.
That family is not doing well.
He's got a whipped cream container. He sucks it and then it shoots the canister out at someone.
Projectiles.
Whippets.
Oh man. Oh, I stopped the music. Until we have more information, I don't want to have that out onto the world yet.
Yeah.
Plus, the audio file should probably be raw.
I know what you could do is have another Zoom call in. And that one is just for the music, and then it would be on its own track.
The music call, yeah.
The music. Yeah. You know what? I'll set that up for next time. I feel like that would require more time and brain power. I've had, more brain power than what I have available to me today after a 6-day week.
We can layer it on. Yeah.
Driving. I drove so much.
Imagine. Yeah, that's so many hours per day of driving.
I am so tired.
Mm-hmm.
But it's
apropos
good.
of nothing, Dune Part 2, pretty good. Check it out.
So
I like the popcorn bucket.
I saw a video of someone eating spaghetti out of the popcorn bucket.
What?
That
it
doesn't
seems
sound like
unnecessarily
it would work
difficult. Yeah.
well.
Why? Also, you're gonna get like some of the sauce is gonna be just slipped back in, so it's just noodle.
Yeah, it's like made
probably
because
it looks
catcher.
like bloody entrails, right?
Oh yeah.
Maybe.
Although the sauce probably gets yanked by the teeth.
That's
back
what
in.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So it's just you're basically just getting noodle and none of the sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an Arrakis colander.
And forget about meatballs. They're in there to stay.
No fucking way.
So
Not if I have any say in it.
Can I say my two nerdy hot takes?
Oh please.
I have two nerdy hot takes, and they're not popular opinions.
Okay.
I do not care for The Lord of the Rings or Dune.
That's something you can't say in public, but it's fair. To each their own.
Safe space.
This is legally a safe space. Az is gone.
Az is so angry at me right now that they left.
Oh man, the good thing is this is an audio. There's audio to this, so we can inflict the weirding way on you, and it will work.
10 out of 10 will work.
When we publish this, the audio is going to sound like Dean just saying, "I love Lord of the Rings and Dune."
Oh man. Points at screen. Hey, that's me on Discord. Hi, oh darling dear. Welcome to the chat.
I love that we still have the picture of Stinky Pete from last time still up there.
Oh yeah. Well, it's so good with the hand and the blood spot.
I wish that there was just some way that I could have kept that, but I set it on fire.
Oh yeah.
We'll find you a second one. We'll find you a new one. Through Dastardly Deeds, so it's like fine.
Maybe the fun seaweed thing that is growing on Pete.
Yeah, you might have to cut off your own.
Maybe he'll just grow a hand out of his front.
Ooh, I could see that alien style.
Yeah.
Be like that. Be like the Pip Boy from the Fallout franchise. That's one of the images. Literally has a hand growing out of his chest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi everyone. It's been a week for me. I hope everyone. Hold on. Everyone in this call, Tess, Jeff. I hope you all had a good week. Chet, I hope you all had a good week. I have been running ragged, so if I'm a little off today, I would like to apologize in advance.
Did I forget, when was the last time we recorded?
A month ago.
Yeah, literally.
Was it before February 6th?
It was after.
Oh.
Oh, okay. So I didn't have a job by that point. I've been unemployed for a month.
Oh wow.
Live, laugh, love.
Yeah. So
do what you gotta do.
I was running some Uber Eats deliveries this week.
Ooh, smell anything good?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Hey, can I tell you something?
Please.
What's that?
I've never had more temptation than when I drive for Uber Eats. I did a McDonald's delivery today, and they didn't close the bag correctly, and I could smell those fries, and I was like, I could just sneak a couple, but I didn't.
Proud of you.
That's tough.
Yeah, as that is quite the self-restraint right there. You did well.
The self-restraint of a god.
I have done DoorDash, and there's plenty of times like, man, I kind of want the fries.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
just tell them they forgot the fry.
Yeah. Actually, hey, do you want to know something that definitely didn't happen today?
Mm-hmm. Allegedly? Yeah.
Yeah. It's like this is just like a hypothetical thing that could happen. This woman ordered something in an apartment building, and I couldn't find the way inside. So I was walking around the outside of this apartment building, and hypothetically, her slushie slipped out of my hands and the cup crashed onto the ground. And so I just told her that the restaurant didn't give it to me.
Look, I'm not a cop. I'm not a cop.
I am. So I'll just, be right back. And
Yeah, I was like, you should get in contact with Uber. That's so weird. They didn't give it to me.
What's up?
Yeah. I'm just like, it would be really funny if she like went outside later and like walked around her building and was like, oh, okay.
That's such...
Well, I'm afraid to tell you that Dean and I, our other project is the Secret Narc podcast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you may be getting a call from 7-Eleven or whatever here pretty soon.
Listen,
yeah, we're part of
if you want to take away my one source of income right now, feel free to go ahead.
If you feel confident and comfortable doing that, you go right ahead.
If you want to make it so that a queer person can't pay their bills, go right ahead.
With only 3 months left until Pride Month?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This, Jeff. I'm going to blame Dean on this one. He came up with the idea for this podcast.
Hey, Jeff, you didn't have to yes add that, though. You didn't have to, like, yes, but also.
Oh, man. Now we're going to have a Secret Narc episode for us. Terrible.
SNP, by the way, is a true crime podcast for very small petty crimes.
You guys are smaller than cart narcs.
Yeah, it's just like, as that day did deliver the IC, they dropped it on the ground.
Allegedly.
The crime scene is ongoing.
Okay, enough bullshit. Let's remind people what we're doing. Or did you do that while I was checking out that big explosion?
Oh, for certain not. I definitely went on a tirade of some kind.
There was a big explosion?
Yeah, I need more information there.
There was a big boom, and I thought maybe it was somebody hitting my car or something, so I had to go out and make sure.
Oh, shit.
Car looks fine.
Is your car okay?
Probably fine.
Is your car okay? And I'm not just saying that to stall for time when I bring up the intro that I say in every episode.
Car looks fine, yes.
Oh,
Give us more details about how good the car looks.
Oh,
I got you.
Yeah, please.
How pretty your vehicle is.
I basically bought it because it looks like a stormtrooper outfit.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty much.
Fair, yeah.
Nice. All right. I have totally not delayed enough. Welcome to Omniversal Escapades. We are hosts for this show. I am not the keeper of this episode. As per the last few sessions, it has been Jeff. We are currently playing Monster of the Week. We are continuing from our last episode, which was through the adventures. We're in the Adventures in Sunny Shore. What do we name this series that I'm a part of and forgot the name of? Because I just
called it Sunny Shores because I didn't feel very creative at the time.
Right. So we're playing the Sunny Shores under the Z-Files umbrella of stuff that happens in the same general universe. Our X's, I have to get through the mini tab. Our X's, meaning that we do not bring into the campaign our children in peril, depictions of gore, slavery, sexual assault, and our veils, meaning we only allude to or fade to black his body horror or feces. Last episode though, I did want to point out that I did drop out of the frame at one point, and that's because we were getting into one of the veils of body horror when something was being chopped off on a limb. And then
just a little bit.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
Oh,
and then an axe came down on an arm, and so I just kind of bailed myself out of the chat.
Fair.
We'll
take more care with that.
Yeah. Again, anybody can drop an X in our Zoom chat. That's private. Or direct message me.
It's all good.
Or just do this with your hands.
It definitely. Viewers, drop it in the Twitch chat if you don't want to see something.
Oh, yeah. We try to keep it on it.
But as if you do that, our friends of the community will just come into the chat and just X the whole chat, X the whole show.
Hashtag X's in chat.
Like Katie, let Az do the steamed hams bit.
Yeah, like Katie's gonna come in and be like X the show, and then say it's gonna be Az the steamed ham bit for like the next 2 hours.
I have for Jeff and Tess, I have the scene from the Simpsons episode steamed hams memorized. I have it committed to memory.
You gotta have a good one scene memorized. Yeah, absolutely. I have a couple tirades memorized as well. Yeah.
All right. I have very extensive notes from last time, so I'm going to try to edit them on the fly. So if I miss anything important, let me know. Last time on Sunny Shores, the team was at the police station. The concrete monster was choking Ernie. The others suddenly popped back from the other dimension. They had a little fighty fight. And let's see. Pete told Barry what was really going on, and so most of the NPCs ran out. Back at the Montrose mansion, Leo had been shot, but he picked up a thing called Invincible, which gave him 2 points of armor. He then turned the safe door into metal bands that trapped Montrose. Another bit of telekinesis. The police chief was outside the door, so Leo... eventually, once he got the information, he jumped out the window. Let's see. He heard a strange noise and smelled a flower smell.
Yeah, you refer to it as like a corpse flower smell.
Yeah.
Or the one that sounds like. I don't want to get.
Yeah, we went on a whole thing about it.
Is it a laurel? Or
it was a
body
pear.
secretions, bodily. It's a pear.
Oh, yeah.
It was a type of pear.
Yeah. I'll say it. The one that smells like cum.
Okay.
Somebody had to.
I really hope that Twitch and YouTube does not hit us later for that one.
The Bradford pear.
Yeah.
The Bradford pear. Yeah, it smells like the Bradford pear.
Okay, so the team made a magic circle around the monster and were able to keep it from affecting the others. Let's see. The rift was starting to grow, so Pete explained how it sends you to the other realm if you go into it. Combination of using the staff and running into Bennett broke the circle. Let's see. The weird seaweed started climbing further up Pete's arm. Or no, up Bennett's arm. Pete didn't want to cut off Bennett's hand. Barb found a fire axe. Oh, the filleting. That was icky.
That was the conversation. Yeah.
Yes. Let's see. Leo escaped with Nadine. Suddenly deer appeared, so they pulled off, and then the chief started to catch up. Leo summoned a sort of celestial being riding a unicorn that kept the Jeep from getting to them. They decided to cut off the arm. Ernie was against it. So that's it. Ernie's handless, right?
Yeah, one of them.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. And in fairness, I think Ernie went to the hospital, so he's no longer.
Okay.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah,
also,
he had a hospital.
For one of the last things in the game, I picked up a move from the Spooky playbook. Pete can now jinx things.
That's right.
Sweet.
Hell yeah. So you found out that the judge, Ernie's dad, has woken up in the hospital. He'd been in a coma since being driven off the road, allegedly. Let's see. You got the car. You went to the bowling alley. You had a little chat. Pete's feeling just fine, but Leo thinks they need to reverse the spell. Let's see. Mesmerized by an image of the other realm.
Leo looked at the hand with his third eye and was enthralled by. I can never say the name of your creature there. I apologize, Jeff. I called him Fred at the end of the last episode.
Yeah, Fred, aka Baltavathga. So you set the arm on fire, and then you drove off. Leo tells Pete how to reverse the original spell, which can only be done at Montrose's mansion. Maybe Baltavathga's plan is to have the wizard free enough that which enhances its power, and so maybe by freeing all of them, you could weaken it enough to end the crisis. Pete can now jinx people.
Oh yeah, you had that written.
So he jinxed the police chief. And I think
I jinxed him so that he would spend time finding the hand rather than finding us.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And yeah, it's more or less we left off. I did rewatch the episode last night just to make sure, because it's been a month. And the other bit was that because of the influence from Fred, I'm linked so that it's easier for them to find me. But right now we're using the hand to distract his people until we can get something done.
Mm.
Gotcha.
Sorry about last time, by the way. I was in Albany, so I didn't realize until I was in Albany that I didn't bring anything to be on this show with.
As you were on friend of the show, calling him Parker's subathon at the time.
I was, yeah.
Yeah.
But I would have stepped into the other room to do this show if I had remembered. By the way, Dean, this is a chicken bake.
Oh, from Costco?
Oh,
yeah.
It's deceptively good.
Yeah.
If you eat meat.
I had this wrap from Walmart that it was just like onion and lettuce and like something else and chicken and Southwest Ranch, and it was just fuel. Yeah. So I'm a little jealous. I'm not hungry, but I was like, man, that sounds pretty good in comparison to what I had. So.
Okay. So did Nadine leave as well? It's just the three of you?
I don't think we discussed what Nadine was doing, but
yeah, I didn't take a message, so we could say she's driving. And she's like, look in the bag. I took something from the station.
What? Gotta look in the bag.
Okay, it's a police radio.
A police radio.
So you can monitor their transmissions. You could check in with Ernie at the hospital, or I don't know, psyops with the police chief.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Nadine, well done. That's very smart. That was a good idea.
Oh yeah, you got to think like your enemy.
Now that's the most political activist thing I ever heard. I like that.
All right, so we need to find a way to get into Montrose's house, and my guess is that they probably went into the basement to cast the spell, because that's where cult people always tend to do things. It's in basements, you know.
Or secret rooms.
Yeah, or secret rooms, or sometimes both. Sometimes it's a secret room in a basement. Yeah, you know. Secret basement, secret tunnels.
Hey, Leo, you've been up to the house, right?
Yeah.
You got like does he have like a front gate or anything?
As a matter of fact, he does. And hounds.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So we'll need to find a way to get past the front gate, which also had a guard. And, I mean, he released the hounds on me, so, I mean, presumably they're back in
Wait, I've got a pretty good idea on how we could get past the front gate. Why don't you let me drive?
I see no issues. Why not?
All right, great.
Nadine says, "You're not going to drive my car into the gate, are you?"
No, of course not. I'm going to drive your car through the open gate.
Oh, okay.
Once
they already know. They already know what it looks like, so I guess in for a penny, in for a pound, right?
Hell yeah.
I do need it for, well, not work because I'm retired, but for church.
To get around, yeah. I promise you that I personally will not bring any damage to your vehicle.
Oh, great. Okay.
The gate might.
So she slides into the back and and lets you drive.
All right,
they haven't
cool.
seen me yet. Should I hide? Should I be a little card in the back pocket? I haven't been around for 20 years.
I mean that couldn't hurt.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm a pretty known entity myself, so maybe I should also hide. I'm a known entity in that.
It's just a fun Uber ride where Pete is driving Nadine in her car up to this gate.
Don't worry about us in the back seat.
So you two are planning to sneak in the back like last time?
Yeah, I suppose because I was seen on my way in last time, or seen on my way out, excuse me. Mm-hmm. So it's probably a good idea that I kind of go around.
And I'm completely unrelated to this endeavor as far as they know.
Yep.
All right. So, Barb, are you going to be in the trunk? Or are you going to cross the fence with Leo?
I think the fence is... I would say, yeah, trunk or back seat sounds good. Because if I get caught crossing the fence, that's kind of it. Because then I'm already trespassing. This way, I'm also trespassing, but in a much chiller way.
Okay, cool. You can slide out when nobody's looking.
Yeah, I'm thinking back seat on the floor. If something happens, I can just kind of dash off, and then if I need to be a diversion, I'm just a stranger. I'm just a woman. I'm just a lady.
Yeah.
Okay. She may be trespassing, but she's pretty chill about it because we don't know her.
You're just lost.
Is it trespassing if I'm just a lost woman? Technically, yes, but it depends on how militant the people at the door are.
That's true.
Okay. So it looks like as you have the scene because you're at the front gate.
All right. So before I even begin this, I would like to invoke what could go wrong. Whenever I charge into immediate danger without hedging my bets, hold 2.
That move is weirdly on brand for Pete.
Yeah.
Definitely not hedging his bets. He's just like, let's do it.
Yeah. So I'm going to hold 2 if that's all right by Jeff.
Perfect.
Okay. In a scene that will be painfully familiar to Jeff and Dean, the car pulls up to the gatehouse.
Oh, no.
What does the guard say?
The guard is mysteriously absent.
All right. Pete puts his gun back in his pocket. Well, shit, that was a lot easier than I thought it would be.
Nadine's eyes are like...
I don't
All right, so
let's do it. Yeah.
I'm going to get out and leave the car running and try and see if there's like a way to open the gate in the gatehouse. Like a button.
Sure, yeah. The gatehouse door is unlocked and you pop in and yeah, there's a switch to open the gate.
Cool. Then I'm just going to get back in the car and drive directly for the front. Not like drive through the front door, but like drive up to the front and park.
Cool. You see all the fancy cars are still there. There's like 6 of them. Mm-hmm. You think you recognize... Who's the guy that you went to dinner with?
Oh, that was... Oh my God! Why can't I remember? It's not Montrose.
He's the one who owns the ice cream shop.
Yeah.
Yes, the ice cream shop.
No, Mikey Dangle. Mickey Dangle.
Mickey Dangle. There we go.
You see his car there. The police chief's Jeep is not there.
Okay.
But otherwise, it's still the same people that were there.
Do I hear any chatter on the radio about the whereabouts of the chief?
Yes, somebody, one of those, what are they, officers, I guess? I don't know what the low-level guys are called. He's like, they're not out here at the factory, Chief. All right, we'll keep looking. There's a whole goddamn mess here at the station.
Okay, so he's at the station.
Can you give me some kind of insight roll? How's this work?
Got you. Let me see what we got.
Read a bad situation.
All right, so I'm rolling sharp. Not my strongest suit.
Oh, you know what? When I need,
Hey, you know what? I got a 10. So
hell yeah. Oh, and I forgot to set up at the beginning. The way Monster of the Week works is the team can sort of collaborate before the big monster fight to talk about where it might happen.
Okay,
and their plan. So it sounds like we've decided to do it in the basement. Are there any other big things we should make sure to include?
I think that if we need some sort of bait for the monster, I already have somewhat of a connection with it.
Ditto.
And Pete is also kind of the most expendable person. Well, and we also know that Pete lives. We know that Pete lives.
At least he lives.
It could be a reincarnation. It could be a zombie.
I'm just gonna say, as for reference, Pete is the one that is only. Pete is the only one that will canonically live through this. So
yeah, cool.
So if anyone's gonna be live bait, I mean.
Okay, cool.
And Pete also has a lot of like helpful things to get innocent people out of danger and that's what the Mundane is good at. All right.
Yeah, but the Dobermans aren't out. There's no people milling around with rifles or anything.
All right. So then I'm gonna get out of the car, and is there like some bushes around that I could park the car behind so that it's not immediately visible?
Yeah, we'll say there's a stand of trees sort of between the lawn and the fence.
So I'm gonna park there, and I'm gonna sneak over to the line of cars, and I'm gonna take out my pocket knife and just start slashing tires.
Hell yeah. Let's see if
I'll help with that. I can slash the half that he can't get to.
Okay, you slide out and so
Nadine, these bitches ain't gonna see it coming. Here's the secret: you only do 3 of the 4 tires, so that way insurance
can't do it. Yep.
So I'll need some sort of sneak. I guess that'd be act under pressure.
Yeah, you can probably say, that's probably a good one to have.
That's another 10.
Nice. And Barbara,
and it's 2 die, right?
Yeah, 2d6.
Okay. Got a 7.
7. Is that with your -1?
That is a 6 with my -1. Good catch.
Ooh. Oh, hang on. Can I use one of my holds to help Tess?
Yeah, otherwise I have something else, but I'd still have to roll for it.
It says inflict +1 harm, reduce someone's harm offered by 1, or take +2 forward on an act under pressure roll. Let's see. This isn't exactly immediate danger.
Otherwise, I'm a good diversion. I have often overlooked. So when I act all crazy to avoid something, I roll plus weird, and on a 10+, I'm seen as unthreatening and unimportant.
Oh, okay.
Perfect. Okay, so you're the limited hangout, blatant.
I'm the who knows why she's here. She's just slashing tires.
That's right. Okay.
Oh my
so one
God.
Of them
Somebody
makes
inside
a big
is
loud
like, is that
farting
Barbara?
noise.
Haven't seen her in years. Yeah. She's back.
That crazy Barb?
One of the tires makes a big blatting fart noise, and if they are watching, they're wise to you.
It makes the noise, then I go.
Pete whispers, "Hey, that was a good cover-up."
Thank you.
Okay,
He's not
Leo.
Alone.
Leo, you were dropped off around the side, so how would you like to make your way in?
All right. What do I see at this like side of the compound here, or whatever you want to call it?
Same deal, a stand of trees and then the big lawn and gardens and fountains and all that stuff, where you like wove your way up to the back of the house before. I think you climbed up the side of the building or something.
Yeah. Can I get I'm gonna try and get through, onto the compound. If I need to climb something, I will. And then see if I can find the entrance I made but with lightning last time. And see if there's anybody up there.
The entrance, you mean the window? The
yeah,
dude's
the shattered window.
Yeah, you go up there. The window is still broken. Curtains are kind of swirling a bit. And it's now that you realize there's a low pressure in the area and a lot of humidity. And you see a flash off to the north. And then thunder just a second or two later.
Well, that's ominous.
The topiary animals look like looming monsters. It's pretty spooky.
I like that.
Who has the staff, by the way?
That would be me.
Okay.
I think. Did I give it to you? I don't remember.
If I check my notes, let's see. The staff looks wrong to Leo.
I was holding it at one point.
He grabbed the staff and looked at his wrist. He looks normal, but his skin doesn't look right.
Yeah.
So last we checked, you have the staff.
Yeah. And the reason I confirmed it was that my perception is being altered because I asked Pete how I looked, and Pete said I looked normal, but I see myself as like emaciated.
Yeah.
So he coming to realize that. So the staff I have on me, let's say, I guess, slung on my back, in my teeth, I guess. How else am I supposed to climb? I would like to do a read a bad situation roll.
Gotcha.
And see.
So you're trying to see what you might run into.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's any like dangers or anything like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll. I'm gonna go ahead and use my third eye so that I have additional question I can answer. Plus see, invisible stuff.
How'd your roll go?
Not good. It's on brand, but not good. I rolled a 5. Just gonna go ahead and mark experience.
Yeah, take that experience.
Okay,
yeah.
Right.
There we go.
And everything looks fine and dandy. There is a little bit of light up in the office, but not a lot. Maybe a desk lamp or something.
Okay. And then I was gonna like go back, through the entrance. Like, it's weird that no one is watching this exit that was made. Let's see if I can.
You're gonna climb back up and through the window.
Yeah, I cautiously. He's not just gonna arrow flint his way in, but yeah, he's gonna try and climb back up.
Okay, you start climbing up, and the first droplets of rain hit your head, and you knock out the loose glass and climb in. You see the safe, the metal is just hanging down in little lines, and everything else looks normal. The door is slightly ajar. Looks kind of gloomy light out in the hallway.
Okay. Then he's gonna open the door a little bit and try and check on both sides, left and right, to see if there's anybody out there.
Yep, no sign of anything spooky. Some of the lights are out, so the light itself is spooky, but other than that, it's just like statues in their alcoves looking gloomy, and it's like Resident Evil 2 where all the decor is for some reason scary, especially when it's darker.
Gotcha.
Even the rug down the middle of the carpet, or down the middle of the hallway, has creepy faces in it.
So, in order to get to the basement, which is where I'm heading, do I have to go to the attic and get the rune, which puts into the statue, and then I have to solve the puzzle of the statue, which means the different arm placements? Is that how I?
Mm-hmm. Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try to make my way to the basement.
Okay, cool. So you come to the top of the landing. Lightning flashes and comes through the big stained glass skylights over the entryway. And then another thunder, even closer this time. And yeah, there's nobody in the landing, no dogs. Everything seems pretty quiet.
This is suspicious.
Oh, and there's a couple big candles on candlesticks, sputtering gloomily.
Oh, I feel like I need to hurry because either they're gone or they're about to do something. Like they've made plans go faster. Let's quickly but cautiously head for the basement, or at least try to find the way to the basement.
Okay, so you head back down this hallway, and you see a big bookcase with like trophies and plates and stuff in a hutch, I guess, with the glass front. And it seems to be a little cockeyed from the wall behind it, and you smell a faint mustiness. Otherwise, this is just the end of a short hall with paintings on either side.
I'm gonna check behind the hutch to see if maybe if it's a clear, there's nothing back here sort of situation, or if it's like attached to the wall sort of thing.
Okay, so you kind of shimmy against the wall and reach the back, and you feel a click of a latch, and then it swings free. And just at that moment, back outside, you think you hear some noise from inside the house. It's so quiet, except for the faint rain plunking down. You heard some kind of noise in there.
Okay. Is the front door unlocked?
Oh, you go up to it, and yeah, sure enough, it is. It creaks quietly open. And
can we
you see Leo down at the end of the hall, like kind of moving a big piece of furniture.
All right. Just gonna look over at them. And go, the feng shui is bad.
I'm just gonna wave at Leo with my pocket knife still in my hand.
He's gonna wave with the staff in his hand.
Cool.
I'm just gonna wave with my hand.
Can we kind of triangulate where the sound came from?
You think it came from him opening the cabinet.
Oh, okay. Then I guess.
And the staff in your hand, Leo, has started to thrum a bit, and a faint gleam is starting to develop in the crystal at the top.
Wasn't this a stick when you got it?
It's a walking stick, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was just
okay.
Driftwood,
Yeah, so there's a little glow sort of gleaming at the hand area.
I was like, okay, we're getting closer to whatever this is, to whoever Fred is. However Fred is involved.
Yeah. That's weird. Are either of you feeling weird?
It's been a weird day, in general. Yeah.
Fair. No, I just figured you had the whole thing with the hand, and you have the whole thing with the arm.
Yeah. Also, that painting won't stop staring at me, and I don't know if that's the perception being altered, or if this one of those freaky photos where the eyes are meant to stare at you as you're walking around, like Jesus, that kind of thing.
Jeff, how do I feel?
Do you have special senses around magic?
I can jinx things, but that's about it.
But they are they do have that tentacle in their body, the
Yeah.
tentacle thing.
That's right. I think you just feel a little bit of nausea, a little upset tummy.
Oh, gurgling.
And Nadine, you see now, has flashed the high beams on her car, and she's waving through the windshield.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, you parked it way down
behind
there.
the trees.
Yeah, behind some bushes.
Oh, she has no way of checking in. I think she's run up the lane and is waving her flashlight in your direction. And she makes a phone gesture and points back at the car. Or no, it's in her purse. That's right. And she pulls out the little thing and is making gestures at it.
I'm gonna yell to her, Nadine, go back to the car, and I'm gonna close the door, and it'll be like nothing happened.
The chief is on his way here.
Yeah, go back to the car, and I'm gonna shut the door, and it'll be like nothing happened.
No, you don't understand. The judge woke up, and he said the chief ran him off the road.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, I don't see what that changes, but that's good info.
Nadine,
well, now he's got nothing to lose. Don't you understand?
Oh, so we can kill him.
Pete?
No, he might try to kill you.
Oh, well, that's,
self-defense, Nadine.
Okay, well, I'm just going to hide, and I've got the radio in case something else
that's
happens.
what I said you should hide. Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Don't worry, Nadine. We're going to go into this super scary dark tunnel that's hidden by a touch. We'll be fine.
We kidnapped you, Nadine. This is nothing against you, okay? If they ask, you didn't have anything to do with this. We're just going to go in.
Nadine, you could actually, take your car and go, probably.
For your safety, that's probably a good idea.
Oh.
In fact, do you want to throw me that radio?
Oh, okay. She gives it to you and runs off.
Cool.
You have a good night.
Thank you.
Hey, Nadine. I love you.
Oh, you're so sweet, Pete.
That's why they call me Sweetie Pete.
Yes, that's the nickname that you're known for, yes.
You're trying to say that people don't call me Sweetie?
I'm
Sweetie
Pete. We might want to get by. We might want to get
Sweetie
into
Pete.
this hutch.
Yep, we got to go.
Okay, and unbeknownst to you guys, she slides into one of the parked cars and hunkers down.
Okay.
I feel like
got to take care of her sweetie.
As we're walking, I feel like she is disappointed she's no longer part of this adventure, not realizing the danger that she is clearly in.
Mm-hmm.
Should we have invited her?
Thought about it, but she just wanted us to leave. So I feel like if she wanted to come, she would have come closer instead of calling out from a long distance, which made us a little less conspicuous, right?
Also, the flashing light in the middle of the night, because it's still it's probably 2 a.m. at this point.
Yeah.
That. I mean, she means well, but that probably will draw some attention.
She wasn't doing a lot of thinking in that action.
She seems like she wants to be a part of the team, but she seems a little bit afraid of what's happening. So that's,
I'll tell you, after this one, we should hold auditions and see if she makes a cut.
For the 2 people who could join this group that was thrown together as of 3 p.m. this afternoon.
Hey, you know
if
what?
We hold
I
auditions, it's not thrown together.
I bet Barry from Randy's Tires would want in on this.
And maybe Ernie.
Okay, the radio squelches and you hear Ernie, and he's like, LaShawn and Topher, you should get to the mansion because the chief is going to be headed that way. And they're like, oh, okay, all right. And he says, if anyone else is listening, I'm sending you some help, but it may be a while.
Okay.
Pete picks up the radio and goes, okay, thanks.
I was going to say I could try to be Nadine, but I feel like that solves a lot of problems as well.
Now, are you going to turn the volume off or keep it on?
I think keep it on like 2%.
Okay.
So
just in case.
Just enough.
Yeah, did you bring any skull candy earbuds?
It's 1980.
Yeah, we'll put it on low.
So you clip the thingy on your lapel, and yeah, you're at the entrance to the basement.
Jeff, Pete does canonically wear overalls, so I feel like you could just clip into his overalls.
Just right on the bib there.
Yeah, the blood is mostly dried. It's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. I did like the joke, by the way, as last time you were like, I was like, I don't think we need the hand, and you were, Pete was like, well, why do I carry all this blood then? I was like, that's a good question.
Yeah. It is a good question.
Inquiring minds need to know.
Hey, can I hold 2 more and just walk down the stairs? What could go wrong?
Oh, up in front? Yeah, of course. Yeah. So you head down the stairs. There's a spooky landing with red carpet and weird paintings, and then it goes down another. And you come out into a nice like pool table lounge area. There's a bar. It's not quite as fancy, but it's, serviceable. And there is a big ornately carved wooden door across the way with sconces and spooky lamps sputtering away on either side. And
so this is one. No, go ahead. Sorry.
It's got a brass handle with a Bob Marley looking face on it.
So as we're standing there, it's like this. So this is one part lounge, one part cultist ritual site. I mean, I guess if you're worried about synergy, this is where people meet up after they do their rituals, I suppose. Anyway, I'm gonna go grab a bottle of whiskey.
The green room, yeah.
No, vodka. Vodka.
The whiskey is all. The vodka's top shelf.
Are we sure there's not another door in this room? Because that seems really on the nose for what we're looking for.
I mean, yeah, but I don't look. Rich people are weird. Cultists are weirder. No, I take that back. Cultists are weird. Rich people are weird. Rich people are weirder. They do this type of thing doesn't seem out of the ordinary for someone who's just like, all right, now that we've sacrificed a goat, let's go get a drink. Like I don't think they go to a bar for that kind of thing.
There's something to be said. Oh yeah, go ahead.
No, I just said they're probably just wearing their stupid robes, hanging out in this lounge afterwards. That's just a guess, though. Anyway,
there's something to be said for the confidence of rich bad people.
Exactly.
There is a little storage area under the stairs, and then another door which looks like a bathroom.
I have to do this real quick. I'm gonna grab the highest proof vodka I can. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. These two things are unrelated. Are there books in the bathroom?
Yeah, Chicken Soup for the Soul, Golfing for Dummies, that kind of stuff.
I swear to God, if I find a copy of Immanuel Kant book here, I'm gonna burn this house down.
No, it's Nietzsche.
Yeah, there you go. This guy who tried to argue ethics with me while sacrificing people to Baltavathka.
It's just your regular bathroom, cleaning products under the sink, that kind of stuff.
Can I find a towel?
Yep.
Yeah. It's yeah.
Nicely monogrammed forest green towel.
Oh, that's nice. Has a name on it and everything, right? Yeah. He's gonna stuff that into the vodka, just in case.
Ooh, nice.
Little tip, by the way.
It's a little thick, Rich people, they get better stuff, but you managed to squeeze it down in there.
A little tip, by the way, not that I should know this, but if you do that situation, you want to mix it around a little to make sure the alcohol really seeps into this rag. Anyway,
I'm not a cop.
Well, unfortunately, as we found out tonight, that Jeff and I are part of the
the Secret Narc podcast.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to put any other chemical in it to help as propellant, or just go with alcohol?
No, but I have an idea. I'm going to get a container, and then I'm going to try and find bleach and ammonia. Just in case.
I was going to say.
There is bleach and ammonia under there.
Mustard gas.
Hey, Jeff, You might want to check the wiring on your mic because you're coming in just like a little bit.
Yeah, a little frayed.
A little tinny.
Blah!
Say something normally.
Something normally.
It's still a little off, but it's should be okay.
Is it like too loud, like it's spiking?
No.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to describe it. It is a little raspy, a little bit.
Hello.
I think that's better.
Maybe check. Yeah, maybe check the back of your cord, or the back of your mic. Excuse me.
A very thin cardboard box around the microphone sound. Making it real easy to check with those noises, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Still kinda.
When you're a jet, you're jet for a life. I don't know West Side Story very well.
When you're a jet, you're a jet all the way from your first cigarette to your last dying day.
Yes, thank you, West Side Story is not my thing.
It's not your story?
That's not my story, no.
How about now?
That sounds better, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I turned up the compressor threshold.
That might help.
That'll help.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, sorry I'm looking down to the side so frequently. I have a dog who's just demanding my attention right now.
Oh, good dog.
Yeah, there he is.
Are they a
friend?
good boy?
He showed up a little bit before because he was standing next to me. But yeah, there he is. That's Rufus.
Hi, Rufus. I think Rufus showed up on stream before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Rufus.
He's a good boy.
Everyone, let's stop the show to talk about the dog. I'm joking.
So we've made a cocktail.
Okay, yeah. So you've got a cocktail, and there's billiard cues and balls. There's I don't know. There's some toys and stuff for the kids. Bookshelves, with your standard, I don't know, history of the Roman Empire and whatnot kind of stuff.
I'm just like, in 40 years, I feel like someone's going to make a joke about how all men think about the Roman Empire.
So often.
Yeah.
My Roman Empire is my mama's secret fried chicken recipe that she told me when I was 9.
That's very specific.
Yeah, I want to open a fried chicken restaurant someday.
I think you'd be great at owning a fried chicken restaurant. You should
do
that.
I would open it next to a raw sewage plant.
That is a choice. That certainly is a choice.
Nothing gets me hungrier than that.
Oh boy, that's one way to feel about that.
It reminds me of my home.
Yeah. In Toiletry, Alabama.
Anyway, that's enough about me. We should open this big scary door.
All right. So with cocktail in hand, I'm going to real quick I'm going to read another bad situation, and hopefully my dice do not mess up on me again. All right.
I could also do that. I got a +2 to sharp.
You know what? I'm going to assist her in reading a bad situation.
Now, if I roll badly, it's all my fault.
And I will use my third eye. So no, I can't, because that's only for reading bad situation. I'm assisting Tess in this case. So I rolled plus cool.
Uh-oh.
I got a 5.
Oh no, I got a mixed success, but it does mean you get advantage. So you do get to add another. You do get to roll another die.
All right, so I got an 8. Oh,
thank God!
I got a 9.
Yeah. Heck yeah! Okay, so
thank you for the advantage. I needed that. A 1, a 2, and a 6.
So you guys feel around the edges. You listen to the latch a little bit. Nothing obviously out of the ordinary.
All right, well, When in Rome, no pun intended. Pull open.
Okay, click the right as you grab the handle, which is strangely cold for how warm it is down here. Another flash of lightning, a little bit comes down the stairs, and then thunder like right on top of it, and the door creaks open, and beyond it is a sort of stone carved landing to another staircase, and there's a sconce with a blue candle and a faintly blue glow, and then stairs that go down into the deep.
Should I use one of the holds from that read a bad situation to ask what our biggest threat is?
Yeah.
Or do we feel pretty straightforward about that?
Probably falling down the stairs.
Honestly, that's always a problem. Yeah. Okay.
What about what's
Best
are there
way
any
out?
dangers we haven't noticed?
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. Any dangers we haven't noticed?
No.
Love a hallway. Okay.
All right. As we're standing there, it's like, okay, but like, why go further? If you've got a big ominous door, like you already have. Why not just have the door?
This seems like the place to do it, right?
Right. You already had a big ominous door. It should just be like level from here, or am I crazy? Like
sometimes they like to build the momentum. There's probably a bigger, more ominous door at the bottom.
I bet this is people who are just like really jazzed about one thing that they're all into, so they build their entire personality around that one thing, so that someone rich got this rich person just decided that they wanted to build the hype. It's kind of like when a nerd gets access to his own forest and wants to start his own LARP.
Hey, what material is the door made out of? Is it wood?
It's really thick, dark wood with a heavy stain.
All right. While they're talking, Pete is just like carving "Pete was here" in the back of the door.
Hell yeah. Oh, one other thing. There is a rack on the left for shoes, and there are 7 pairs of shoes, and then there's like a few extra slippers there if you want to wear slippers.
Hey, hold on, out of character. I want to go 2 ways with this joke. It's either fuck these people or let's not be rude. Like,
it's quieter and also more polite to wear the slippers.
Pete's gonna take a pair of slippers regardless of what you guys choose. So
they're comfy. They look very plush.
Yeah.
Okay. Leo's gonna grab 2 pair. I didn't say he was gonna put them on. He's just gonna grab 2 pair.
Okay.
Oh, I'm in heels, aren't I?
Middle of the road. Nobody gets anything they want.
Would you have been in heels when you got snatched?
Oh yeah, you're right. I was activizing. I would be in Keds, so we're good.
Okay.
Pete is gonna take the nicest looking pair of shoes that look like they would fit him, and just put them on his person somewhere. He's gonna put him in the front pocket of the overalls.
Sure.
Also, canonically, Pete does wear the nicest shoes in the series.
Okay, so yeah, there's a little carpet and a runner down the steps. So the slippers must be to, I don't know, heighten the mood or something.
It's also just not to track mud because we do live in a subtropic rainforest, so like
it's a very expensive rug.
Exactly. Yeah. You don't want to track mud in here. It's a lot of money, and this is a subtropic rainforest, so like it rains often. It's just common courtesy that I'm gonna blatantly ignore. Let's go.
Okay, what's your marching order?
Pete first.
I could go second or third. I got a 0 for tough, but
how about I'll take second. Because I don't have anything in tough, but my magic is through weird, not tough. So
okay.
Yeah, and you have the staff.
Right.
Yeah, if anyone comes up behind us, I got a +2 when I try to manipulate someone. So
cool. All right, so you pad your way down the steps, and it opens out into a big, non-dressed stone sort of sub-basement.
Real quick, Jet, before we get into your descriptions, your volume dipped on my side. Does anyone that trip? Is that true
Just a
for
little
anyone else?
bit.
Yeah.
How about now?
That's a lot better.
How about now?
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
The levels on Rufus are fantastic.
Oh god, I was about to say,
Yeah,
can you
so
audibly
good.
hear him?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
all right.
Okay. So yeah, this big kind of squared off chamber. There's a rack at the far end with or no, there's like a wardrobe on one wall, and it's open, and there's it's pretty wide. There's a bunch of robes and then empty hooks.
We putting on robes, gang?
Oh,
Yeah,
and
I feel
there's a big something or other with a tarp over it in a far corner.
Well, I was like, all right, yeah, we should probably put on robes just to blend in until we figure out how we're gonna stop this.
Do you guys have the names of anyone that we think might be a part of this that also seem like they might be late, just in case?
I mean, we just got here this afternoon. I couldn't tell you.
Oh, that's fair.
There's the sheriff and Nikki Dangle and Pete Montrose, and that's, I think, as far as my information goes.
Well, hey, I'll tell you what. I'll be Mickey Dangle. Barbara, you could be Mrs. Dangle.
Okay,
and
you saw
Yes,
Mickey's
Mrs.
car out front, and you saw Mrs. Dangle's shoes.
Pete
on
is
the
aware
rack.
of this.
This does not stop Pete's decision.
They're the fake one. I'm the real one.
Yeah.
They also have
Imposters.
completely different body types, heights,
Yeah.
everything.
I don't
Listen,
know what Mickey and Mrs.
I'm good
Dangle's
with
cars look
people.
like.
I got a +2 in charm, so I think that I could convincingly be Mickey Dangle.
I get to use sharp instead of charm when I manipulate someone, so I also got a +2. Let's be Mrs. Dangle. Let's see what happens.
All right.
And then Leo, here's the cover story, Leo. We caught you trying to sneak back in.
All right.
Huh?
Lucky prisoner gag.
Yeah. That's our cover story.
All right, what am I gonna do about the staff here?
You could shove it into your belt or something.
Mrs. Dangle, would you like to take the prisoner's contraband?
Absolutely. I'll keep it safe.
Hell yeah.
All right, hand it over to her. This is gonna be interesting, I guess.
I think we've got a solid case here. I want to see what's under the tarp over there, though.
Yeah, for certain.
Okay, so over there you see a bunch of rock dust around it. You see a push broom against the wall that's like lined up a bunch of dust and rock chips.
Okay.
And this thing is like 8 feet tall, 10 feet wide.
Can I just like yank on the tarp and see if it comes down?
Sure, yeah, it's not even affixed. It just sort of slides off. And it's some kind of big drill thing, like hydraulic lines and stuff. Looks state of the art.
Okay. So it's like a piece of machinery?
Yeah, it looks like it's used for excavation.
Like pilotable?
It's got a big control unit on the side, and you have to like lift up the locks to move the wheels.
I could tell
Have a backup plan.
As I could tell, you were looking forward to the very odd concept of driving this Stigley cartoon villain in a 1990s comic, driving through the earth in one of these. I could just see that forming.
Yeah,
well,
the machine count is someone to manipulate.
I just really want to drive it into whatever room they're doing this ritual in.
That's fair.
It looks like you point it in a direction and push the forward button or backward button. There's like a self-cleaning option, but it doesn't look to be, it's not like a riding mower.
Okay. Is there like a clear direction that it was pointed in before?
Oh yeah, there's scrapes on the ground. There's a track through the dust. It goes across the room to what looks like an ordinary wall.
Okay. All right, gang, hear me out.
Oh, and also all the slipper tracks go through and around that track.
Now, why would you, invest in slippers if they're just gonna track under this nice carpet anyway? Like what?
Oh, it's not carpet. It's undressed stone below you.
Oh,
as well.
okay.
Gang, I want you to hear me out for a second.
Okay.
The Mickey Dangle plan kind of sucked. I'll be the first to say it. Leo, I don't know why you suggested it.
Wait,
but
what?
Anyway, I think that we should point this thing at that wall over there, and then the three of us get under the tarp while it's going.
Do you mean just hide across the room in a tarp?
No.
Like get down on the ground so we look like a heap of tarp.
So we're gonna burst through the wall.
And then I'm assuming that cultists will come out and wonder what is happening.
Okay.
Okay, one of you will have to be behind the machine to operate it, but you can duck down so they can't see you or whatever.
I mean,
I'll go behind the machine to operate it because I'm good at that kind of thing, I guess. Okay. Yeah. But if you guys can hide under the tarp, and I'll give the signal when we come out and sneak attack them or whatever, what have you.
Is the signal you starting the machine?
The signal is when they get here. I'll say it's fucking time.
Yeah, all right. I've got these items, so I'm not really one for murder, but I guess to stop a cultist, I got this ready just in case.
Give me 1 second. I have to go feed my.
I take out a garrote and a big knife. Don't know how I'm gonna use it, but I'm really kind of not into it.
Okay, let's take a 5-minute break and come
perfect,
back and do this.
No.
We're almost back.
We're back.
All right. Now we're back.
Welcome back.
That was a great adventure I went on in those 5 minutes.
Okay, so you're set up in a tarp off to one side as Pete fires up the drill. It is fucking loud. Not only does it have a generator, which rumbles like generators do, but then the drill bit fires up, and it's like, and it's so close to the wall that the gray kind of dust-covered sheet that was tacked up to make it so you didn't know that there was an opening back there just gets ripped and torn up and goes flying. And beyond it is a dimly lit stone corridor, and then beyond that a dimly lit chamber.
Also, interesting note: in order for drills to be effective and also not burn up, they also shoot water out onto the drill, so it's also just spray water everywhere.
Yes, you are soaked.
So, little interesting.
My fun, cool cultist robes are ruined.
Oh no, by fashion.
Would you say that they are wet enough that are they hooded?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Has the hood at least partially obscured my face?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So you're covered in fresh or no dust because it was just a sheet. There's just fibers all over and water.
Mm-hmm. Is the drill like moving forward?
It kind of creeps forward, yeah. And without anything to drill against, it goes, I don't know, a mile an hour.
Okay.
And it's about 10 feet of hallway and then whatever the shape of the area beyond it.
I'm just going to keep riding it.
Okay.
And I'm going to lay
don't
low.
Don't ride it, you just kind of follow along behind it.
Push it, yeah.
I'm just going to keep following along behind it then.
Okay, as you come in, you see the ground sort of grades down a little bit, as if they dug the ceiling with this thing and then they slowly dug out below it. And it goes down, and on either side are sort of risers until the bottom area, instead of a stage, it's just a flat lower area. And there is a big old circle, a band of gold, and two bands, and then like silver and brass and platinum runes in between each line. And just outside it are like big gilt candlesticks and various ritual bric-a-brac around it, jewels glinting off a light and stuff. And the candles alternate white and black. And then there's several sort of what look like maybe stone sarcophagi up a couple risers, and there's 10 of them around the area, and they look down kind of towards the circle. There's a lot of shadows around the outside of the chamber that somebody could maybe hide in, and each sarcophagus sends like a line of shadow up that direction. So there could be people hiding in here, but you don't hear anything other than a low hum that seems to radiate from the circle.
Also the sound of loud machinery.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you don't hear shit because that drill's just,
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep walking with it.
Oh shit! Like towards the circle.
Yeah.
Okay, so as it tilts down, it picks up a little bit of speed, and you get to the bottom and it flattens out, and all of a sudden the drill cuts out. Did you guys follow Pete in?
I think once they got a certain amount away from us, I am kind of like, should we just? It doesn't look like anything's happening in there.
Yeah, suspiciously. Let's
stick to the wall, but kind of
shimmy
on down.
Mundane, try and get like an eye on the situation if we can.
Yeah.
Do you want to go one to either side or stay together?
Yeah, as soon as I'm able to hide in the shadows, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, what we do in the shadows is gonna be important.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So you like shimmy along to either side.
There's no cultists in sight here, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And the drill stopped?
The drill stopped, yeah. It cuts out and water.
Is there a way to start it up again? Oh.
The switch is still in the on direction.
Did it stop when it like hit the circle or just at a random point?
Really quick, the staff pulsed a little bit when it went off. Like maybe there was a spell.
I communicate that. Did it pulse when it? Oh, okay. So it went off. Was it like touching the circle, or was it just a random point in this?
No, Leo has the staff just like in his belt.
No, Barbara has the staff. Remember,
we gave it to Barb. Yeah, because we're still
we were thinking about
we were doing Mickey
Dangle before we went for the Mickey Dangle before we went for the full drill.
So it just pulsed a little bit and then died away.
Yeah, guys, the staff is doing something. Something's happening. I mean, I feel like we already knew something was happening because the drill stopped, but something's happening.
So you're talking loudly enough for the others to hear.
I'm trying to be quiet about it, but also be like, guys, it's that loud whisper where it's like, why am I even bothering to whisper anymore? It's basically just talking, but it's like you can tell I'm trying to whisper.
Stage whisper.
Guys.
Can I do a jinx on somebody who I don't know is there?
What's the language for jinx?
I can encourage coincidences to occur the way I want. When I jinx a target, roll with weird. On a 10+, hold 2. On a 7 to 9, hold 1. On a miss, the keeper holds 2 over me to be used in the same way. I'm trying to use it to interfere with what a monster, minion, or bystander is trying to do. So I'm assuming that there's some kind of spell that has stopped the drill. And I could just be like, well, dang, I wish this drill would start up again.
Ordinarily, I would allow it, but I think it requires a sort of familiarization with what you're seeing. And right now, you're not seeing anyone.
All right, then. In that case, I'm going to do something else entirely.
Okay.
And now for something completely different.
What do you want to do?
Could I investigate a mystery?
I'll let you do that first.
Would that count as being like, hello, what's happening here? And if anyone wants to help, that would give me advantage?
Sure. Investigate a mystery.
Where did my die go? It's sitting right here.
It's
sharp.
The light dies off pretty quickly. It's pretty quiet. I think those two cancel each other out. So just roll 2 dice and
I would like to actually do a help another roll to help out Barbara.
Okay. Cool.
Or help out, excuse me. Which is plus cool. I roll a base 6 plus my cool, which is 1 second.
Plus 1.
There we go.
So you have 7, so that gives a plus 1.
Yeah.
So does she get advantage on that?
Yeah, she'll get advantage on this roll. It's plus 1 forward or
sweet. I got an 8.
An 8.
Oh, no, I got 11.
Hell yeah. Okay. So yeah, you notice some scrape marks in front of each sarcophagus that suggest a kind of semicircular movement. So maybe they open up. You see some slipper marks going to them.
Gang, I think they might be in these sarcophagi. What do we want to do with that?
I would like to do a read about the situation and use my third eye.
Hell yeah.
Because this definitely seems like I've been throwing this one a lot the last couple of sessions, but I feel like this is very relevant. All right, so read a bad situation, which is plus sharp, and just to be certain, my plus sharp is 1. All right. I rolled an 11.
Hell yeah. Okay, so besides the sarcophagi that probably have cultists in them, there's a slightly larger shadow behind the far sarcophagus up along the outer edge of the room. And there's something obscured there by magic. And the way it's sort of shifting, you think they might be alive.
All right. It says for the third eye, when for a moment, take in extra information. Take +1 hold on any result of 7 or more. Plus, you can see invisible things. On a miss, you may still get one hold, but you're exposed to supernatural danger, unfiltered, hidden reality stuff on the mind. So, do I also see anything that like mundane people can't see at the moment? And then I'm gonna do my
you see what must be a kind of glamour around an irregular shape in the shadows.
All right. So, for my read about situation, what is the biggest threat, and are there any dangers we haven't noticed for 2 of the 3 that I have right now?
Okay, so there's some sort of danger hidden behind the glamour. It's you see a few like irregular lines of dust going up to it. It suggests maybe 2 or 3 people or somethings. And it's definitely dangerous.
All right. You mind if I hold on to that last hold?
Sure.
Down the line for that read about situation. I'm just gonna point at. We didn't expose ourselves yet, have we? Tess.
Hmm?
We haven't exposed ourselves yet. I mean,
just loud whispering.
Loud whispering, but I think after I did that, I moved a little bit just to, if I may, so that where the whispers came from is not where I am currently.
Cool. So I'd say you're about halfway around the chamber on either side.
Okay. And I'm kind of like just outside the center.
Yeah, you're like maybe 5 feet from the circle itself.
Okay. So here's a gambit that I'm gonna try.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look over at Barb and just wink. And then I'm gonna go, everybody, it's me, Mickey Dangle. Don't start don't start yet. There are 2 imposters among us. Me and my wife are here. Somebody slashed our tires. We were late.
Don't come out of the shadows.
Don't start the ritual yet, friends. It's me, Mickey Dangle. I'm here.
As I love this. That's funny.
There are so many reasons why you're at disadvantage for this, but they don't stack.
We both have a +2 and it's fine. I'm
Barbara,
like, honey, I can't believe we're late.
Oh yeah, you could literally do a help out roll. I mean, this Jeff's call.
I have +2 charm and manipulate someone, so
I'm gonna make you both roll 3 dice on this.
Okay, taking the lower 2, I assume.
Yes.
I mean,
go ahead.
I would just say, technically, Tess, if you do a help out roll and you succeed, then it would negate the disadvantage.
No, that's why I'm saying they each have to do this.
I have see it all fits together where I can use sharp instead of charm when I'm manipulating people, and it's why I have +2 to sharp.
That's brilliant.
All right, cool.
Yes, honey, I can't believe we were so late. We're gonna miss our time in the sarcophagi.
Okay.
I got a 10.
Hell yeah.
I also got a 10. Let's go. Wait, hang on. I got a 10 +2. So
fuck yeah. Okay, that was with disadvantage?
Yeah, I rolled 3 5s. I rolled 3 5s.
Okay, so Barb's knowledge of Mrs. Dangle is like 15 years out of date.
Old.
So you sound a little young, but Mickey is it's uncanny. He just talked with the guy yesterday or whatever, and I
went to dinner with him.
Yeah, it is spot on. Perfect impression.
And I have the hood covering my face right now.
I'm also wearing a robe.
And you hear some muffled disagreement coming from a couple of the sarcophagi on Tess's side.
This is awesome.
Yes,
I'm so happy that this
worked out so
perfectly. This is the best. So
now you're pretty sure there's cultists hidden in the sarcophagi.
And I think now we know where the dangles are.
Mm-hmm. If it would seem, honey, that our sarcophagi are currently inhabited by said imposters. We have to get them out.
Do you think the imposters got here before we did? Oh my god.
They must have. Hey, everybody, come help us take care of these imposter dangles.
How dare they?
Okay, you see a little...
I'm trying so hard not to burst out laughing right now.
You hear a little bit of murmurs, and then it all cuts out. And the room is silent.
Oh, God.
Even the sputtering of the flames, or whatever, you can't hear the... I don't know. I'm sure candles make a tiny amount of noise. It doesn't matter.
They do, yeah.
The remaining clicking of the engine dying down.
Mm-hmm.
I look over at Pete and I look down at my Watchman's flashlight, which I can use to subdue but not kill someone. And then I look over at the two where we heard the original muffling from, and I'm like, gotta start somewhere.
Is the flashlight all that you have?
I've got a flashlight and a knife and a holdout pistol.
Okay, cool. So you also have a knife and a handgun. So yeah, those are the two things that I have. So
sweet.
So I'm gonna just very slyly do and for you to go the other way.
Yep. Okay. So we're gonna go handle the dangles first.
Yeah. We're gonna I'm pointing in the angle of the dangles.
The classic dangle angle. Yeah.
Yeah.
The dangle angle.
So Tess, you go down a few levels and you get to one of them.
I wait for Pete to get to his so we can go 1, 2, 3 and kind of just.
Yeah. On the face, there's this lovely lacquered image of one of them's like a hawk-like Egyptian style figure. The other one's a jackal.
And the jackal is strangely dressed like an ice cream man. Here's my thought, Tess. I'm just gonna try Dean.
Oh, Dean's got spooky stuff in the chat.
Sorry.
Here's my thought. I'm just gonna get behind this thing and just push it forward.
Ooh, can't get out when you're being weighed down. Yeah. Are these stone sarcophagi?
The back seems to be made of stone, but it may be a paint effect.
Let's push it forward.
Yeah.
Okay. Do any of
are
you
they
have
straight up or are they
strength?
leaned back against something?
They're straight up and down.
Okay.
I have a +1 to tough.
Mm-hmm.
If that's anything.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a +0 to tough, but I'm feeling pretty confident.
I could do a kick some ass roll to this sarcophagus.
Just gonna drop kick the sarcophagus.
So you push them and there's no movement at all. They're firmly affixed to the level below them.
Yeah, it was worth a shot.
I am gonna draw my firearm then and look over to make sure that Barb is similarly ready to open these doors.
Strapped. Yep.
Or actually, our guns are one of our X's, so I'm gonna pull my knife.
Yeah, sure.
No, guns aren't X's. You're fine.
That's for the next one.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Then
I mean, we won't do anything wild with them, but we will,
Anyways, I started blasting.
Are you gonna shoot as soon as you open?
Oh, I was just gonna try to threaten them with a gun and make them leave.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But that's the fun thing about us not being able to communicate. I don't know what you're gonna do.
Well, as soon as you come around the front to open the things, you'll see each other.
Yeah. Kind of push it now. Pete just is gonna stare blankly at you and then go, big thumbs up.
Yeah, I'm confident about that. Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you find a little like down near the waist of the critter. There's a little latch on one side, so you can
Is
pop
it a
those
complex latch or one of those ones where it automatically latches when it closes?
It looks like one of those.
Okay. Just just in case there was a
All right.
lackey around. Okay.
I'm gonna open this freaking thing.
All right.
I'm gonna open mine at approximately the same time, just so there's one kerfuffle instead of two. It might be a bad idea, but it might be a good idea.
So they pop in. Let's see. As you have Mrs. Dangle and
Mickey, yeah.
Tess, you have Mickey's.
Oh, of course.
They both look at you like angry. They're in their red velvet hoods, and they've been like pushing, and so like as soon as you come out, they like almost fall into you, and they see the gun, and they like stop trying to shout and whatnot, but you still can't hear anything.
Okay. Okay. What would it be for me? I probably an act under pressure for me to grab Mrs. Dangle out and position myself in such a way that Mickey can see me across the way holding a gun with his wife in my other hand.
Nice. So you kind of step out into the open.
Yeah.
And yeah, the door kind of slowly closes. And Tess, you've got Mickey.
Yeah, in case he's the kind of shitty dude that does not care about his wife's safety or well-being, I also have my gun on him still.
Nice.
Cool.
Okay.
We're hedging it a little bit.
He's like trying to figure out what he should do. He looks down at you.
I just look right at Mickey and I just kind of gesture for the door with my head.
Okay.
Yeah, I tap him towards the door.
He flinches as you tap him, and they both look like dead-eyed furious, like nothing like the friendly couple you met at the restaurant, but maybe a little like when they became totally honest. Just sort of like frankly evil.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they both slowly back around the circle, and you can tell they take special care not to go near the circle, and then they start backing up the slope.
It's fun and interesting.
Hey, how about we actually redirect them right into the circle?
We can do Mickey first. I feel like he's more in charge than she is, but yeah.
They will both fight you, so unless you're willing to shoot them, you will have.
Do we have anything that we could like keep them in check with?
I have a hold from Investigate Mystery if I can still use that one.
Like if we had like rope to just like tie them up or some shit.
I know. I've been thinking about rope since I was like, they're a sarcophagi. Why don't we just close them?
I don't see rope in your inventory.
We have a friend that you can use magic.
Yeah, that's true.
Can Leo use magic without being able to make sound?
That is technically up to you. Give me 1 second. Sorry, I went on a trip mentally. See. Use magic. When you use magic, you're trying to achieve a troll. There we go.
I think with your tools and techniques, you have to choose 3 requirements: consumables, foci, gestures, and incantations.
Yes and no. So to do magic, it does require to use combat magic effectively. You rely on a collection of tools and techniques. Cross one off, you'll need the rest. Consumables, foci, gestures, or incantations, which incantations would be, spoken.
But that's
however,
just for combat.
Right.
So other magic, you don't necessarily need it?
That would be up to you. So on the use magic, it says when you use magic, you're trying to achieve how you do you roll plus weird. And then, there's various effects depending on what you want. But it's up to you to decide. Like it says, the keeper may say that the spell requires materials. The spell takes time. The spell requires ritual chanting or gestures, so it's kind of up to you.
So let's do it case by case. What exactly would you want to do, if anything?
So I'm sorry, y'all. I spaced for a second there. We're trying to get them in the circle. Is that right?
Yeah. I mean, no pressure. I didn't mean that you had to do magic. I'm just. Yeah, we're trying to get them into the circle.
So, could I vis-a-vis like force push them into the at least one of them into the circle, not damaging them, just shoving them basically with magic?
Yeah, you're like on the far end, so you'd pull them in through the circle, basically.
Yeah, that's the tab. Like I could pull them in using magic, and then that's up to you to determine if that would be vocal or not.
Would we be able to help by pushing a little bit?
I think that
you'll be doing that anyway.
Yeah.
So I'd give Leo advantage.
Okay, perfect.
I think that honestly, if there are vocals that are going to be involved with this, we could spin it in such a way that I could just be like, "These fake dangles are giving us trouble, gang. Come on and help us." And then, lure mold the guys out.
I think usually in fiction, telekinesis is silent, so I'll just let you do it silently.
And
these
in fairness,
ghostly blue hands grab them and yank them back.
Yeah, and in fairness, if that doesn't work and you requires vocal, literally telekinesis is an alternative weird move that you could theoretically say I have. I've used it before, so
totally, yeah. So we'll go that way.
All right. So I got advantage, as you said.
Mm-hmm.
You can fling something bigger, the bigger you can get biscuit. Okay, all right. I'm gonna go ahead and do telekinesis. Oh, that's not good. So I do plus weird. 6 plus weird is 8. Okay. Yeah, that's with advantage.
So how does it work?
Okay. Let me read it off to you real quick.
I should have.
On a 7 and 9, you move, but it hurts. Choose an option and mark to harm. And the telekinesis options are anything not pictured is not true, is what it says. Something is held fast, something is hurt, to harm, smash, something catches a fire. You can fling something bigger than a person. I'm going to fling people. And you can keep it basically under your control, and you suffer 1 less harm. So I get to do it, but it would cost me 2 harm.
Okay, sure, yeah.
However you want to spin that, but it's just like telekinesis them into the circle.
Cool, yeah. You strain your mind a little bit, but yeah, they both tumble. They bang the candlesticks. They wobble a little bit. Some gold coins scatter into the circle, and as soon as they're fully in, they're just like fixed in place, even though they were in falling motions, and they're just frozen. And a bell rings out that seems to pierce the spell silence, and so you can hear them screaming in fury. And
comrades, the fake dangles have fallen into the circle.
And the light, which was really dim, has brightened up, and the glamour that was hiding the 3 Doberman pinchers goes down. And what else was deactivated? Did anybody else have any spells going?
No. Yeah, I was the only. Like, I was aware of the glamour, but I hadn't get the opportunity to tell anybody.
Oh, well, there was a spell stopping the drill, right?
Yes, or the drill fires back up super loud, and it's slowly moving towards the circle. And just for maximum drama, all the sarcophagi doors open, and you hear some people were like, "What's going on out there?" And their voices appear again.
Interlopers.
The fake dangles.
And so the one on the far wall where the Dobermans are behind is Peter Montrose. And he's got like golden light flickering around his hands, and his eyes have gone totally blue. And he starts to step down, and then he gets this confused look on his face as he sees the dangles sort of half floating in there. And he goes, "Something's wrong." And then the dogs charge Leo.
Real quick, I if I'm just going to be attacked, I'm not even going to bother waiting. I'm just going to toss the Molotov at Montrose. Just right at him.
And then when you say it got brighter, did like the ambient light get brighter, or did the candles like flare up?
Both.
Important for vibe, and also now that we're throwing a Molotov cocktail.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Just right at it. So I guess
both.
This is gonna be a kick some ass. And you have to stay still to do it, so the dogs will get a shot at you.
Right. That's not good. All right. I have nothing to my plus tough. So I have nothing to my
dog.
So. No, I'm trying not to hurt the dog.
Yeah.
I'm going to spend some luck. I rolled a 6, and as much as I want to level up, this is not the time. So it acts as though I have a 12 as I chuck a Molotov at this at Montrose.
Okay, so the Molotov hits Montrose, covers him with flames, does 3 damage, and 3 ongoing. He screams bloody murder. One of the dogs stops to like see what's wrong with him, and the other 2 just charge you and tackle you. And rather than try to hurt you, they're like locked. One's around your ankle and one's around your wrist. And they will make it harder to move, cast spells, that sort of thing.
In response to that, I was like, "Fuck you, Montrose! You derate magician."
Okay, there were 7 participants. 2 of them are decommissioned. Montrose is on fire. So the other 3,
we're doing great.
The other 4, excuse me.
Yeah.
Evenly spaced around the room. They're like, what the fuck? We don't have any weapons. Like, they don't care enough about Montrose to save him. Yep. And they just start backing towards the entryway.
Yeah.
So, Tess, do you want to do anything?
Yeah. Give me a second here.
I'm trying to remember what we have to do to get the guys out of so I feel like, is he wearing the bracelet? Well, if the bracelet burns, let's see.
I am going to position myself at the exit with my gun and my knife both brandished in either hand.
Okay, so you retreat up the slope behind the drill and you got your weapons.
Yeah, and the drill is kind of still pointed towards the center of the room, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they skirt around the drill, and it's 4 townsfolk. I don't know if you ever met them. There's the police detective, Miles Barlow. Let's see.
Of course, the police chief's in on it.
Mayor Adelaide Powder.
Who we've not met yet, in fairness.
Good old Addie.
Unless she's just wearing the mayor sash over the robes.
There is Old Man Hanksy. He's kind of a semi-drunk fisherman guy. He was the one that saw Derek sink into the beach. So yeah, I don't think you've seen any of the. You would know who they are, Barbara.
Yeah.
And was that
were they against
4?
The movement back in the day?
No, I mean they were much younger. Some of them weren't even in politics. Old Man Hanksy is kind of apolitical.
Okay.
Oh, and the last one. Does somebody have a fuzzy noise happening?
Dean is playing music, I believe.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. It's scary. Yeah. Turn it up a little bit.
Okay. Keep going. I'm gonna work on this for a little bit.
Hell yeah. And the 4th is who you like, who's closest to you. It's Barry Treeples, your mechanic.
Barry?
Barry. Yeah.
I thought Barry. Didn't we see Barry at the police station before?
He was the one.
Shit.
He might have just been running late for the ritual and got there before us.
No.
No, because he ran from the police station, right?
He did.
He sprinted out.
Yeah, I was trying to be cute and hurt your feelings.
It's Randy
but no,
instead.
That's not.
Oh yeah,
right.
it could be Randy.
It's. Oh yeah, he retired a few years back. Oh shit, it's Randy. Of course, none of you know. Oh, I guess Tess. Yeah, Barbara, you recognize Randy the mechanic.
Is his face on the logo of Randy's tires? Because if so, we would know him.
Of course, yes.
A big photo of him the day he opened the shop.
Yeah. Once I see that, I'm gonna be like, oh, Randy, how could you?
He's a little more grizzled and jowly, and he's got big kind of old man glasses on. And he looks at you and he goes, I'm not Randy. And then he tries to bum rush around you.
Randy, we know it's you.
I'm gonna shoot him.
Oh shit! All
Randy,
right.
how could you?
Kick some ass.
Yeah.
How's that?
That is 8.
Also,
I forgot how to do math for a second. Hi, Maggie.
Hi, Maggie is in the chat. Hello, Maggie, and thank you for the follow. We appreciate it.
Hey, Maggie.
That's quintastic.
Fantastic.
That's fantastic.
All right, yeah, you shoot him. How much damage does handgun? 2?
Small handgun 2, harm, close, loud, reload.
Cool. So yeah, you plug him. And did you want to do any extra harm because of your special power? What could go wrong?
Actually, you know what? Because I do have a hold on that, let me reduce his harm suffered by 1. Because I'm not aiming to kill, but I'm aiming to show that I mean business.
Okay, yeah. So he just gives up his charge and stands. He's just a few feet away from you. And he's like huffing and puffing. Barbara?
I'm deciding whether to consult my new friends or not. I'm thinking about poking this circle with the staff.
Cool.
Guys, do you think this will go real good or real bad?
They're both kind of occupied, so
here's what Pete is doing, right? With a knife in one hand, he just gives a big thumbs up.
Okay, perfect. I want to see if I catch the eye of any of the people trying to escape. And I want to like slowly take it closer to the circle and see if anyone reacts as like a, oh no, foiling our plans.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so let's say this. I shoot Randy, and then I go, Randy, look at that. What do you think of that?
And I'm like, oh.
Randy's clutching his arm. So the other 3, they seem to not give a shit, and they start running for the door.
Fair.
Are you still gonna touch it?
I'm waving a knife at him.
Yeah, what's the worst that can happen? I get trapped in an alternate dimension for 12 years? Yeah.
Okay, so you touch it, and I'm not sure how to do this. I think you just take harm.
Yeah, that's fair. That's about what I expected. But just in case something really big and good happened, I had to try.
So you take 2 harm and are thrown backwards. So I'll make you roll a act under pressure not to get hurt by banging into the ground.
Yeah, fair. And then as I'm flying, I go, yeah, guys, don't touch it with the staff. I got an 8.
Perfect. Yeah, you're fine. You bang into the ground. It hurts all over, but
it just hurt my pride a little bit. I really thought I was about to fix everything.
Cool. And the end of the staff is all scorched and smoky.
Oh shit. Okay.
Leo, you got 2 dogs on you.
You also have mustard gas. Don't forget that.
I mean, I have not forgotten it. This is like the bad time to use it.
Because they're all in the same place.
Yeah, we're all in like a pretty closed off room. I like where you're going with that. Just not the best right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I make an argument for something? You could tell me yes or no.
Of course.
I want to use magic, right? But what I wanted to do is, where was it? Do one thing that is beyond human limitations, and the idea, as much as I don't want to do this, is I want to throw the dogs on at Montrose.
Cool. Like so your arm swings up, your leg kicks out, and I guess you spin to get momentum to hurl that leg one off.
I gotta roll first. In fairness, I gotta roll first. But this is just some magic shit. Also, that would be the name of the episode. I'm joking.
You're doing like a fairy ballerina pirouette.
And that is plus weird, so I'm
A grand jeté.
Mixed success. I rolled an 8.
Okay, so one of the dogs goes flying off your arm, but the other one drags you down as you finish the spin. And it goes end over end. And I'm just going to do a 50-50. You're at a bit of an odd angle. It hits Montrose. And he falls back towards the sarcophagus, bounces off of it, falls down to one knee, and the dog begins to cook a little bit and yelps all upset.
Hey everyone, it's okay. I can heal people. I'm going to heal the dog afterwards if the dog's still alive.
As long as we got enough healing for the dog, we're good.
Yeah. But yeah, and it's like, Montrose, you D-rape magician wannabe fake ass motherfucker, I am going to burn you and your stupid ass cult.
Okay, he grabs the dog by the scruff and tosses it away from him, and
he's a bad man.
Yeah,
bad man.
I have very little room to judge on that front, though.
And
I was about to say only bad people throw dogs, except for one time.
He shouts, Wiziamus, and the fires die down, and his robe is just kind of smoking.
Now your face looks like your personality. Ass.
And that spell sounded stupid.
Because it is stupid. That's not magic. He's just saying shit.
That sounded like a trans-exclusionary radical feminist.
He yanks his hood off and he looks around just all furious.
Hey, Emperor Palpatine wants his look back.
Are people still rushing to me at the door?
They have stopped once they realize you're shooting. They're sort of on different levels of the thing, sort of moving towards you.
All right, cool. I have a knife in their direction and my gun pointed at Montrose.
Okay.
That's just the positioning that I'm in right now. Stop it all, Montrose.
Are you trying to manipulate him?
I'm just holding that position because I don't think Pete really has a grasp on what he's doing at all, but he knows that that's the bad one that he should shoot if shit goes bad.
Okay, so we'll call this it's like a held action in D&D or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
If someone makes an attack, you'll shoot.
Yeah.
Okay, Tess?
I'm just trying to figure out what we can do to, I feel like, obviously this is still actively happening, but at this point, I'm just trying to think about how to get everybody else out, because at that point, I feel like he would lose a lot of power, because if he keeps trying to drag people down there, he's either doing it as a jail or because it gets him some extra juice.
Hey, actually, I have a move for that.
Yeah?
Yeah. I have Trust Me. When you tell a normal person the truth in order to protect them from danger, roll plus charm. On a 10+, they'll do what I say what they should. No questions asked. 7 to 9, they do it, but the keeper chooses from one of these questions. On a miss, they're gonna think I'm crazy and maybe dangerous too.
Oh, I meant get the people out of the underworld, but getting the other cultists out of here would be also supremely helpful, I feel like. Because then you would be free to help instead of just being on kind of prisoner duty.
Yeah. Okay. So then I'm gonna try and use trust me on the 4 other cultists. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
This isn't you.
Now listen, I'm new in this here town, but I recognize a couple of you. You know, I mean, Randy, you know, I know who you are at the mechanic over there. Old man Hanksy over there, we're akin, you know, a weird old men. And you other 2 people who I'm not quite sure who you are, but you seem, you know, you're probably pretty important to the town. I think that it would probably be better for everyone's careers here if you would just skedaddle and not mess with all this cultist shit anymore. Because you know what? I've been on the other side of this and I came back. There's a big old nasty monster named Fred over there. And he's kind of indiscriminate on who he kills. So you could be in some danger, is what I'm saying. So do you really want to bring that into this world? And now I'll roll.
Okay.
I want to roll a help out roll to give as advantage.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, I'm gonna need that help.
I've got bad news for both of us.
Am I also able to help?
No.
I was gonna say it doesn't stack, so I didn't ask beforehand, but
I rolled a 5 and I leveled up. So you know what? You resolved that there, Jeff. I'm gonna
take our wins when we get them.
Yeah, I'll grab my move here in a moment.
Then I'll tell you what. I'm gonna use a luck on this.
Okay, great. So trust me when you tell a normal person the truth.
10 on a 10 plus, they'll do what I say, no questions.
Okay, yeah, they all nod, and you see the one of the guys you don't recognize was reaching into his robe, and he kind of thinks better of it and lets go, and they move around you back to the exit.
I would assume that one was Barlow, the officer.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, cool. So they are dealt with. They're going to go outside and find all their tires slashed.
Yes.
They're going, but they're not going far.
You might need to keep an eye on the exit, though, in case any of them double back.
Okay.
Or if the police
Oh, could we calm Nadine?
Yes.
No, because we have her radio.
Yeah,
does she have a radio in the car?
No.
Oh, hang on. I have her radio.
Yeah.
Hey Ernie, we're sending out Randy from the old mechanic guy, old man Hanksy. I think that's Mayor Adelaide and Officer Barlow, I believe. They should all be coming out. If you don't get all 4 of them, you should come in because that means that they are doubling back and there is some trouble. All 4 of them are cultists involved in this.
You can tell because they got robes on.
Yeah. So they might try to take them off, though. Don't let them do a ruse on you. Because we came in and said that we were Mickey Dangle, but we got Mickey Dangle down here. So that's all.
You hear that, guys? Ernie says to his compatriots, and they're like, "Yes, sir."
Cool,
on our
that's
way,
taken
sir.
care of.
Handled.
And the police chief does not check in for some reason.
Oh, shit. I forgot about him.
Okay, so those people run out. You're good to go. Like, you step to the side a little bit and kind of cover both the door and the circle.
Yeah, I'm just kind of waving my knife in the direction they should be going. Single file now.
Barbara, what do you got?
Let's see. We found out how to get the people. Well, okay, so Peter's still getting like passive damage from being burned.
That spell made his fire go away.
Okay, so he's looking bad, but not too bad. You guys have any ideas?
I could shoot him.
Out of character, you mean?
Both. I asked out of character, but I think also Barbara's kind of like, I don't know, you guys. What are we feeling?
Is the drill still going into the circle?
Very slow.
Oh yeah, it's about to hit it.
I kind of want to see what happens when the drill hits the circle.
Honestly, same. Okay, yeah.
And you are laying kind of just behind a sarcophagus. If you moved up,
I get up.
You'd be covered. Okay,
I get up and get behind a sarcophagus because if that thing falls apart as soon as it hits it, then I want this sarcophagus to take the shrapnel instead of me.
Okay.
I'm gonna also scramble to a sarcophagus, but still one that has view of Montrose, if that makes sense. You know,
sure, yeah. So you get behind Mrs. Dangle's sarcophagus. So you're covered against anything coming from the drill, but Montrose can see you both clearly.
Oh yeah.
And Leo,
I've got
you're
my
being
gun out, but not pointed at him specifically.
The dog is trying to pull you down to the ground. So you're gonna need to roll a act under pressure to stay on your feet. Unless you want to do something else and take it.
My house thing. Just like 1 second. I apologize. I just had it and then I lost it. Okay. So here's what I want to do. I leveled up, right?
Hell yeah.
I'm going to take from the Monstrous playbook, which I can only do one. This the last time, is incorporeal.
Oh.
You may move freely through solid objects, but not people. Dogs don't count as people for the purposes of this.
Dogs don't count as people.
Dogs
didn't say sentient beings.
Oh. No, but dogs count as people.
It was worth a shot.
So the dogs count as people for this?
Yeah. If it was a vine, I would allow it, but it's a thing that's got, its teeth around your ankle.
Teeth count as people.
Okay. All right. Then here goes my backup plan. From the Divine playbook, I want to do Cast Out Evil. Teeth count as people. I want to do Cast Out Evil. So I'm going to take that as my thing, right?
So you let him take you to the ground, but you're going to cast this?
Yeah. So this is up to you on effect, and maybe I won't. I probably... Actually, no, that doesn't make sense. Anyway, it says roll out a plus tough, which sounds bad. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to ignore all this and do what I would do normally with my character, and I'll worry about the level up later. I'm going to go ahead and... I'm gonna do you know what? Just good old fashioned lightning blast him in the face. I'm gonna lightning. I'm gonna shoot. Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot this guy with lightning.
Montrose.
Yeah, I'm shooting Montrose with lightning.
Okay, so the dog takes you to the ground. You'll be at disadvantage.
Okay. Can I help?
I don't see how you could.
Scare the dog. Dogs get scared like humans. It wouldn't be very hard.
Manipulate the dog to chill?
I could fire a warning shot.
At Montrose?
To kind of in between Montrose and the dog to hopefully distract them both.
Okay, roll help out. Let's see what happens.
Well, Jeff, with the power of heart, when fighting a monster, if I help someone... Oh, fuck. Is Montrose a monster?
No.
Shit.
He's monstrous.
Damn it.
Is the dog a monster?
By the way, for anyone watching, since this is the finale, we're going a bit long, so bear with us.
Damn it. I really wanted to use the power of heart.
Does the dog count as a monster?
Sadly, no. I hate having to say no so many times. But,
dog is a people.
We're
dog is not a monster.
Questions.
Right. Dog is people.
Yeah. I rolled a 10 on my help out.
All right.
Okay, cool. So you pop off a few more shots, and they both look scared, but the dog doesn't let go. Montrose is distracted, so you'll get advantage will counteract the disadvantage.
Yeah.
So
it's just a straight roll in that case.
I got you.
All right.
By the way, that move that I was about to use just makes it so that I automatically help if I roll a 10 against fighting a monster.
Nice.
So I tried, but I still got a 10 anyway.
You know what? It's important to try.
Yeah.
So the dice are not with me today. However, I did roll a 7 total. So I just eked by.
Yeah, so you hit him, how much damage?
On a set of 9, it works imperfectly. Choose your effect and a glitch. The keeper will decide what the glitch has effect on. So with my lightning, it's a blast with 2 harm, so it does 3 harm in total. And then so the effects inflict 1 harm, ignore, armor, magic, obvious. So yeah, on a 7/9, in which per choose 1 effect and a glitch. So I'm gonna do basically 4 harm to him. And then the glitch, it has a problematic side effect. I want to see where that might go.
It scares the dog.
Was that gasp a good gasp for us or a good gasp for you?
Stay tuned. So the glitch specifically, what is it?
I chose the glitch. It has a problematic side effect.
Gotcha. So you fall to the ground, lightning fucking envelops the dude, and it blinds everyone in the room temporarily. It was so bright. So everybody will be at disadvantage for the next little bit here.
Oh yeah, because I guess we did still have a straight shot to him, so we would have, yeah.
And dude flies back behind the sarcophagus, hits the deck, and just lays there smoking.
Take that, I'm out of quips. Fuck you.
Hey, is now a good time to pop in? I still technically do have a hold from what could go wrong.
Uh-huh.
Can I just say that one of my gunshots, my warning shots, inflicted 1 extra harm on him? Or is that overkill?
Pinged off the floor and hit him.
I mean, I think technically you've already charged into immediate danger. That would only work if you, like, jumped in the path of the lightning.
I do want to point out that...
But it's like a hold from earlier. Does that...
Yeah, but that hold... You also got a hold from just charging into the room where the cultists were to begin with.
Oh, that hold. Okay, yeah. So just he hits the ground and hits it a little bit hard. His head is caved in.
Cool. All right.
That dude is fucking dead.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We solved the cultist puzzle.
Handled it. Well, yeah.
He is down, and Mickey and his wife, I'm sorry, I've forgotten her name, they start to discorporate, like their molecules are separating, and you can see like through their bones and their muscles, and everything's just kind of dissolving.
Icky.
Hey, that's kind of fucked up, and I'm kind of sorry that happened.
And
but
the candles are blazing now. Everything is like gleaming bright, shiny.
And there's no way to grab him out because we would get hurt if we entered the circle.
Well, the staff at least reacted badly to it.
Well, they reacted badly because they froze and then started disarticulating. So,
yeah. Hey, can I get a drill check?
Yep, the drill hits the side of the circle and just rips into 1,000 pieces. I'm gonna need everybody who isn't covered against
the stone sarcophagus. Okay.
So you're covered against it. So the dog and Leo might take a hit.
Not the dog.
Leo, roll act under pressure, and I will do one for the dog.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I just finished the level of my character.
Dean, I'm sorry if I accidentally killed your character by driving a drill into a summoning circle.
You know, it's fine. I had only a vague idea what I was going to do with this character after this season, so you know it's fine. Act under pressure plus cool.
Can I help? Can I try to grab you? No, that probably wouldn't. I'm too far away.
Yeah, you're.
You can reach out with the staff.
You can attempt to use magic.
Yeah, if I can help, I want to roll to help, but
Yeah, you'd have to have magic, I think.
Yeah, that's your discretion. Yeah.
I mean,
Wait.
she's got a magic staff.
I could jinx a coincidence to occur.
Sure.
Okay. All right. Let me roll my weird, which is +1. Okay. I'm gonna mark experience. I got a 5.
You know what?
Look.
We're getting towards the finale, so I'm just gonna use luck because I rolled a 3.
Jeff, by the way,
better time.
a miss on that. You do get to hold 2 over me.
Hold 2 on
Pete.
Pete.
Technically, with my +1, I rolled a 6, but.
So how can I use hold 2?
You can spend your hold to interfere with a hunter, giving them -1 forward. Help a hunter, giving them +1 forward by interfering with their enemy. Interfere with. Hang on, I just dropped a dice somewhere. Interfere with what a monster, minion, or bystander is trying to do. Inflict 1 harm on the target due to an accident. The target finds something you left for them. The target loses something that you will soon find.
Cool. So take 2 harm as the back end of the drill goes right at you.
Okay. I'm unstable.
So yeah, we'll say the control thing like flies through and sort of wraps around the back of the sarcophagus, cracks you in the back of the head.
Oh, shit.
And a whole bunch of shrapnel just cascades around the room. And there are all these little divots against the wall and the floor where springs and shit went into the wall, like all around Leo. And the dog, just to be nice. And the dog is so freaked out, it lets go of your ankle and tears ass towards the exit.
Well, that could have gone worse, I feel like.
Hey, Ernie, we got some dogs coming.
Okay, you try to shout, but there's too much noise as the circle, instead of a low hum, just goes. It's a fucking Christopher Nolan sound effect. It's Hans Zimmer in here. You hear a choir of evil angels, I guess demons.
Would you say because you had said this the last session, this is why I listened to the last episode, that the ritual was on the back of the scroll that I stole in like the second session.
Just gotta say it backwards. That's what Leo told us.
So I'm gonna do a quick, just like glance at that back of that spell to like figure out everything the incantation or whatever I need to do at this moment.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you've got it.
All right. Barbara, your knife.
I think about throwing it, then I'm like, everyone's a little bit fucked up, so I just bring it over to you.
Okay, cool.
I thought it'd be really cool, but then I'm like, everyone's bloody.
The bits and molecules have sort of coalesced together and are going into the center of the circle now.
Oh.
In a weird meat double helix.
Is there like a pull from outside of the circle towards it, or is it just anything contained within the circle is being?
Yeah, anything contained within.
Okay, so I'm gonna cautiously approach the edge of the circle, but not go in it.
Okay, so you're at the circle. Barbara has handed a knife to Leo.
So Leo's gonna take the knife. By the way, the mechanics is I'm gonna do big magic, and specifically I'm going to do the use magic ability so that I have +1 ongoing, which is an advantage in our case. That's the ability I took, by the way. It is go big or go home. When you use magic as a requirement for big magic, take +1 ongoing to those use magic rolls. And
cool.
I'm going to.
So if you prepared the reverse spell,
and he's just gonna like cut his arm enough to get it bleeding good. Which, I mean, how much knife damage does the knife do?
1.
Okay, and I'm unstable now.
And once you start that, Pete, you smell like iron in your nostrils a little bit, and your arm tingles. I guess all the way up to your neck, and you feel the like urge to kind of pull towards Leo, as if there's something attractive about him, other than the normal.
More than usual.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, Leo is a handsome guy, so.
But it must be pretty significant to take your eyes off the icky scene happening in the circle.
Okay.
Oh, and some of the coins and various bric-a-brac start flying into the circle now.
Okay.
And disintegrating.
This attraction that I'm feeling to Leo, is it like negative? Is it like
No, it's kind of a hungry feeling.
Okay. All right then.
Like whatever Pete's drug of choice is, like it's that kind of vibe.
Fried chicken. Okay.
There's some fried chicken in Leo's pocket.
Oh God. What would I have to roll to kind of tear myself away from that feeling?
I think you could do it. It's just going to affect you.
Okay.
Ongoing.
All right. Then I'm just gonna try my best to keep my focus on the circle. Okay. I have my weapon drawn because I have a feeling that Baltavothka is gonna make an appearance, and I want to be ready.
Okay.
Is anything visually happening as he's starting to feel? Is Pete starting to feel those tingles and feel a fried chicken hankering?
You see a little like glow coming from under his collar.
I'm gonna toss him the staff. That'll either go really well or really poorly.
Oh yeah, his hand starts to get an unearthly glow. You want to give him the staff?
Yeah, it seemed to work well last time, I think.
Okay, you run down and hand it to him.
All right. So gun in one hand, staff in the other.
Okay, the weird feeling is starting to subside, and now like the coins and the blood and guts and whatever are starting to like merge and create this weird snake of mixed bits.
Jeff, am I bleeding from the thing that I'm unstable right now? Am I bleeding at all?
I think so, yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna from where that thing hit me in the back of the head, I'm gonna dab some blood and real quickly smear a circle around myself.
Okay, cool. So you're doing a little bit of magic. Barb, anything?
I am back.
Oh, by the way, you're pretty close to Montrose's corpse.
This is not the time for looting. I'm gonna get behind a sarcophagus again, unless they need me. I'm kind of, there's a lot happening here. Everything seems stable, and I am. I can't think of anything else I want to do. I handed you the staff, which I feel like was probably.
I'm gonna
helpful.
say that actually.
Did the glowing subside? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
When you handed me the staff, I'm gonna say I handed you my guns, so now you can dual wield guns if you so.
Okay,
choose.
sweet.
Anyway, so she starts blasting.
Yeah.
Oh, indiscriminately. Yeah. Well, once
Barb's like, this is the moment I've been waiting for.
Yeah, once the coin serpent gets a face, it's getting a bullet in it. But
yeah.
Let's see. Handed you the staff. Any visual change or Pete just seems a little easier?
Oh, yeah, he's a little more on the ball just mentally.
Okay, but still glowing a little bit.
It's starting to subside.
Okay, cool. I didn't think it would be that nice if I was trying to casually point a gun at you just in case. So that actually works out great for me that I don't have to do that.
Yeah,
it's nothing personal. And then we're working on the incantation. Some weird shit's happening in the circle. Yeah, I think I'm basically just gonna like hold my next kind of thing until something crazy happens. I've got the guns. I've got one eye on the door in case somebody comes down, but it sounds like Ernie's probably got that handled.
Mm-hmm. So the thing starts to be thickening out and lengthening upwards, and the candle flames are starting to die down, and then shrapnel from the destroyed drill, some of it starts to tumble end over end and go inside the circle, and then whoosh, be joined into the creature.
Am I getting through the ritual? Or do you need me to roll anything?
Yeah, you got to keep it going, and you just kind of repeating yourself, and you can feel the power building.
I'm gonna slam the staff down in the center of my little blood circle, Master Roshi style.
Okay, and the spell connection breaks, and you feel normal again, and the glow in your arm and hand die away completely.
Cool. Does that do anything else to anything around, or am I just...
No.
Okay, cool.
I can't preemptively protect someone. That has to be done in the moment. So, right? Because I mean, I guess it's not like healing. It's
Do you want to stand between the thing and Leo, or
a little bit? Both of them are looking a little bit worse than I am. So, I'll get close enough that I can jump in front if something happens, so I can run and protect someone.
Okay. Do you want to be closer to the circle or like closer to Leo?
I would do Leo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do Leo. I'll get closer to Leo.
All right, so you keep doing the incantation. The thing is getting thicker now. Whole bunches of rivets and like even the gasoline and oil is swirling in, and the thing is thickening out and starting to develop arms. And then the top of it turns into a creepy Serpentor head, and it looks over at Leo, and it bares its snake teeth, and its hands like stretch out to either side, and it goes and it pushes out, and the circle, everything in the circle just blows outward, like the candlesticks, the candles, whatever random junk hadn't been sucked into it.
So, is it safe to assume that any candles that had been lit are no longer lit?
Yeah.
I was going to throw a candle at the gasoline part of it.
I could shoot, but that wouldn't cause any fire in there.
Actually, the candle doesn't go out until it hits the ground, so it could theoretically light the gas on fire. Let me see. It does indeed light the gas on fire. And so the gas, as it's being sucked in, now the creature itself has flames licking up around it. Like that probably anywhere there was organic material.
What just happened there is I tried to do some damage, and then I gave Jeff a good idea.
So these things don't hurt you, but they are thrown wide, and there's all these grooves through the gold of the lines. And so anything containing it is now destroyed. And it's like legs are starting to grow out of the back end of it.
Okay. What is the circle made of? You said it was gold. Is it like paint? Is it some sort of like dust?
Oh, no, it was like buried into the earth, the gold and silver.
So it's like an actual like metal.
Metal ring.
Okay, permanent. So there's no way for me to break it.
Like it's already broken.
Okay. That's what I was checking in on.
Cut it.
Okay.
So,
wait.
Do you need me to roll anything or do anything? I'm trying
to. It's just still happening. It's taking a little while.
Okay. Right. Because the one I want to do for my magic is bar a place or portal to a specific person or type of creature. So I need to do that to prevent it from going here, and then my second big magic is to, send all the people that were taken back. So I need to find a way. Do I need to do anything to do those?
You would have to pause your reversal spell to cast any other magic.
Okay. Then
I guess you could try to speed it up.
Yeah, I guess I'll try speeding it up.
It's going to make it harder.
Maybe like an act under pressure situation.
Yeah, so give me a disadvantage act under pressure.
Disadvantage. Okay.
Think back to all the auctioneers you've ever heard.
Right.
Yeah, you're micro machining it.
With disadvantage, active temperature is plus cool. So that'd be a 9.
Hell yeah. So yeah, you're able to blah, 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 blah. And now like the air seems to like be fresher, and the light is starting to go from yellow and orange to white, and you hear like counteracting the choir of demons is now a choir of angels. And the thing starts to writhe in fury, and like tentacles are popping out of it, and it's, I don't know, tongue is turning into a tentacle, and it advances up a step, and its tentacles, when they hit the stone, like lock in and crush through it, and it advances up another step. Barb and Pete, you want to take any action here?
Yes. Since this thing is fully formed now, is Pete good to move outside the circle?
I mean, yeah, you can move wherever.
Yeah, I mean, like the blood circle that was like preventing me from being.
Oh, you're
weird.
thinking like, will it not do anything to me now that now that it's fully here?
Mm-hmm.
You think that effect will continue and maybe even be strengthened because it's fully manifesting.
Okay. How close am I to Montrose's corpse?
It's about 10 feet, 15 feet.
Okay. I am going to briefly exit my circle, and I would like to use the move Oops.
Okay.
I would like to stumble across something important. I will find something important and useful, although not necessarily related to my immediate problems. And I'm thinking there's something on Montrose's corpse.
Okay, you rush over there and you look down, and you see his like magic symbol. He's got like fancy rings and I don't know, a funny tie with like Simpsons characters on it, and and you realize there is a whistle on a chain under his collar. So like the light from dude's spell is like glints off of it, and it's kind of like a long skinny dog whistle type thing.
Okay. I'll take it.
Okay, yank it off. You now have a dog whistle, maybe.
I'll tweet it. Why not?
Okay, you blow it. It makes no noise. And Baltavoth Ga looks around back at you, and he sneers and growls and hisses and snarls all at the same time. And 2 more tentacles pop out of its back, and they like kind of cobra dance in your direction. Ooh. And eyes start to appear along them.
All right. Is that like sufficient enough to distract him from Leo?
He is totally distracted from Leo.
Great.
And Leo,
okay.
You can feel the spell's almost done. You can see like lines starting to create a sort of spiritual circle around him, like his main trunk area, not the tentacles. And it's starting to like cast light against the bottom of the tentacles and like sear. And you can like faintly see in the distance like what maybe your dead relatives like cheering you on.
Who could ever forget foul-smelling Petunia?
And at the hit of the light, he screams in bloody murder. Anybody want to do anything else?
I mean, I'm going to try and scramble back to the circle as fast as I can. The blood circle.
You scramble over there and you jump into it, and you think the magic word or whatever, and it reactivates. Tess, anything?
I'm still sticking close to Leo in case anything tries to hurt him in a final desperate attempt to not let the spell work.
Brilliant. And the tentacle eyes, now that there's a whole bunch of tentacle eyes looking at Pete, the main face comes back and it's just growing and getting bigger. It's like its neck is sort of brushing the ceiling, and its head gets to the edge of this new angelic circle and like gets right up near it, and it just snarls, and spittle hits, and now you can tell there's like a shield around it. Spittle hits it and puffs and steams, and it just screams so loud that the entire chamber shakes, and pebbles and dust are coming down.
Oh, if it can't get in this circle, I'm gonna blow the whistle again.
Nice. Okay, you blow the whistle again, and more tentacles come your direction. It's right now, it's just the center part is blocked by the circle, but now you see all the tentacles are starting to sear and crack. And so two of them try to come towards you, and then just and they break into stone and dust all in a weird line towards you.
Mm-hmm. That whistle is continually blowing.
All the big tentacles are breaking now. And so once they're all broken, he slumps to the ground sort of on his side, and he's like, ah, just screaming bloody murder.
If I
Leo?
may. So as I'm if you want to style this the way you can, feel free to do so. But I imagine as he's finishing up the spell to complete what is going on, at the end of it, he's got like the magic pouring on him, hairs everywhere, clothes are everywhere, and his last thing he says before he finishes the spell is "Drop dead, Fred," and then he finishes off the spell to like
sweat is pouring down your face, and drop dead, Fred, and he gives you one last like, ah! And then it just obliterates in a massive plume of blood and gore and swamp slime against the inside of the circle, and just all like melts and turns into steam, and you feel a like gentle warm hand on your back, and it like pats you, a job well done. And then the circle goes away, and it's just like as all this slime just drops and pools in a big icky gore pile.
Sweet.
Look over at Pete. Hey, Pete, you've got red on you.
Is there the bloody gore pile? Is there perhaps a remaining hand of one of the dangles?
You head over there, and you see anywhere the tentacles like were outside of the circle, they've turned into stone, and so there's all these like bumps as you go past. And you get to the bloody gore pile, and it's even now starting to dissolve and bubble away into ectoplasm. And you see in the middle there is a locket.
I grab it.
Okay, you grab it, and it's warm to the touch. It's sort of a silver heart-shaped thing with little clasps, like you put pictures in it.
Is there a picture in it?
Yeah, you pop it open, and you guys hear running down the stairs. And inside is an attractive young lady, and you recognize it's Nadine.
What? Oh my God, Mickey Dangle and Nadine the whole time?
Maybe.
I think maybe the monster loved Nadine.
That's crazy. He was married.
Yeah.
Star-crossed lovers.
Leo, you see the police chief has come into the room, and he's got his gun out, and there's somebody else in the hallway behind him.
Oh shit, wait, this guy's a problem.
Yeah, my gun's still out, but it's not up at him because nothing good ever came from putting a gun to a police chief immediately.
Yeah.
Just hey, chief, the gig's up.
Yeah.
The jig is up is the actual phrase that says.
Came close though.
Your boss from another place finished off Montrose.
I think there's nothing good to come from kind of trying to continue that plan now. We're kind of so far past that.
Hey, Chief, can I try something real quick? Do you have any reaction to this? And then he blows the whistle.
Okay. Blow the whistle. Nothing happens. Barb, you see across the way, Montrose's corpse sort of starts to rise and stand up. And like the cooked, charred bits of the robes sort of flutter away, and his skin and bones are starting to like crumble.
Oh fuck,
and
that sucks.
Shadow steps around. Yeah. The chief steps to the right a little bit, and the figure comes out into the light, and it's Nadine, and she has a smile on her face, and she goes, "You did it! You killed him!"
Nadine!
Nadine, you son of a bitch. I said I loved you.
Always another cult. There's always another cultist.
There's always one sleeper, yeah.
And all of a sudden, all these black tentacles with thorns on them rush from beneath her feet across the way and break into 3 channels towards each of you. I'll need you to make an act under pressure to get out of their way.
Don't worry about it. I'm just gonna mark experience.
Yeah, me too.
Do I have anything for act under pressure? Hang on.
I don't.
The dice are not with me today.
No, I don't have any more holds, so. All right. Hey, that's an 11 for me.
Okay, you dive out of the way of the tentacle, and it bangs into a sarcophagus. The other 2 are grabbed and yanked to the ground, and you take 2 harm.
Oh, that's not good.
And they start to constrict like a boa constrictor.
I'm unstable.
And then she beckons with a finger Montrose, and he starts walking forward like a Frankenstein towards Pete.
Have the tentacles gone all the way up, or are they just kind of starting at the legs and slowly going up? Can I try to shoot Montrose?
Sure, they're around your legs. Yeah, go for it.
I don't.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go first. I was just gonna say something so stupid.
Oh, please do.
I think that Pete still has the wrong idea of what's going on here, and he's gonna hold up the locket and say, "Nadine, Mickey Dangle loved you."
I rolled a 4 for shooting.
Mickey's dead, Nadine.
You rolled a 4?
I think. Don't I? What do I roll for?
Kick some ass.
Kick some ass.
It's tough, right?
Tough. Yeah, kick some ass. Yeah, I rolled 4. So.
Okay, mark experience.
Yeah, I will.
Have you leveled up yet?
Not this time. I think I leveled up last time.
Okay. Yeah, a couple bullets bounce off the wall, and
That's worth a shot.
Montrose doesn't even flinch, try to get out of the way, anything. Pete?
All right.
Yeah?
I would like to do something real quick.
Oh, okay, Leo?
As I'm, constricted, as like, Nadine, this still doesn't count as confirming or denying your question about the existence of an afterlife, and I'm going to go ahead and summon another angel. This time, one of righteous heaven fire.
Hell yeah!
Use magic.
Hell yeah! Do it.
Did I shoot so poorly that Montrose didn't bother moving? Not because he's a zombie, but because my shot was so far wide.
No, they were just wide enough. I mean,
yeah. Okay.
It's not like you've never shot a gun before.
Yeah.
I rolled a 9. So I summon the creature, and I'll take a harm as the side effect, as the glitch.
Okay.
I am so close to dying, y'all. I am 1 point to dying.
Yeah, is there any way I could use protect someone to take that harm for him?
You can't move, so you can't jump in his way. And he's
plus
doing a
it's just
spell
a glitch
anyway.
of the spell.
So.
Yeah, so I was just
So yeah,
I go finger to finger to take the.
So you
Guardians
are fucked
of the
up.
Galaxy all holding hands at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
so I'm all damaged and angry and tired from casting the spell and all sweaty, and he just like casts a spell and rip opens the fabric of space and time and summons a like celestial fire creature. Because fucking Nadine, he's done. He's fucking done.
Yeah, so it steps forward and reaches out to touch Nadine, and the chief just unloads on it. 6 shots in rapid succession, nothing doing. And Nadine loses her concentration, so the tentacles stop growing, and she looks real spooked.
Did she have any reaction to what I said about the locket?
Was she secretly in love with Mickey Jangle?
If she is, you can't tell.
Okay.
Backburnered.
Cool. Okay.
She actually was in love with Mrs. Jangle, so.
This whole time.
Okay. I'm going to try and do a jinx again.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll plus weird.
And this is on Nadine?
I'm going to try and jinx the chief.
Okay.
To turn his gun on her.
Okay.
So that's, I think, interfering with what a monster, minion, or bystander is trying to do.
Okay. I don't have Jinx on my sheet. You'll have to tell me what it does.
It's on.
I just encourage a coincidence to occur the way I want. When I jinx a target, roll with weird. On a 10 plus, hold 2. On a 7 to 9, hold 1. On a miss, the keeper holds 2. So the one thing I'm trying to do here is interfere with what a monster, minion, or bystander is trying to do. And I rolled an 11 plus 1 in weird, which is a 12.
Hell yeah.
So hold 2 means I get to pick 2 of those options, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm gonna have the chief turn his gun on her and then inflict 1 harm due to an accident.
Okay, he's out of shots, so he just like tilts it in his hand and cracks her on the head with the pistol butt.
Okay,
and his eyes go wide. He's like totally confused as to what's happening.
That makes 4 of us.
And she loses her concentration completely, and the tentacles start to slump down to the ground. And she looks over at him like, what's his name? Cam. He's like, Cam, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like, I'm not sure.
Hey, Cam, Nadine, I'm out of quips. Just get the fuck out of here.
Okay, Montrose tries to punch Pete in the head with a big Frankenstein fist.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not sure how it works when monsters attack. Do you roll kick ass?
It combat as reactionary.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, if as does something next, the reaction could be that Montrose does his attack, I guess.
Okay, so he's right up on you with a fist out. You'll have to respond in some way.
So okay. Next time you roll to do whatever that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and he kind of moans like, Argh.
Cool. Does anyone else have a move that they want to make, or can I respond to that?
Floor is all yours.
All right. I am evoking Panic Button. Although that's kind of like escaping a room rather than escaping a monster. I don't know. I'll let Jeff try to.
I mean,
suss
yeah,
that
you'd
out.
run up, keep him at a distance. He's slow enough.
Okay, so then yeah, I'll do panic button. So I'm. It's a plus sharp roll, which is not great for me, but. So that is, I'm marking experience. That's a 6. So let's see. On a miss, I am caught halfway out.
Okay, so you run back up the stairs to one side of the room, and it reaches out, hits you in the back, and does 3 harm.
Good gracious. Okay.
Do you have armor? Do you have any armor?
I hope
or
so.
Holds? Any holds left over?
Hey, question. Did the tentacle attack ignore my armor?
It did.
Okay.
It doesn't look like I have any armor.
Okay. How are you doing with 3 harm?
I am 1 harm away from dying.
Okay.
I may have 1 hold left from what could go wrong, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say that I don't because I haven't been keeping up with the math, admittedly.
Okay. The angelic figure gets bigger, and it reaches out with its flames to grab Nadine. And she like scrambles backwards into the corridor and says, no, get back.
I think I have something I want to do in this situation. Sorry, Tess, for maybe talking over you in this one.
No, I was just going to say that we should radio Ernie. Get more bodies in here.
Oh shit, I have the radio. Yeah.
Yeah. You're running away. I'm like, okay, you're on the ground. Call Ernie. And then you go
Dean,
ahead.
go ahead.
So she's trying to run out of the room, right?
Yeah. So the creature right now could interpose between the chief and y'all, or it could pursue whatever you want to do.
I still want the celestial to go after Nadine. But one of my use magic, and I'll send you the thing if you want. It says bar or place or portal to a specific person or type of creature. So as she's trying to leave through the door, I'm just going to like magically shut it so that the celestial can finish its job. I still have to roll to succeed, but yeah.
So there's not a door. Remember, it's just that carved corridor, but but a force just keeps her from leaving.
Yeah, I'll just I toss up a force field basically.
Cool. So she bangs into it. She's like, ah!
All right, let's. You've not been doing well tonight, Dice. Do better. Don't be sorry. Be better.
I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah.
7. Mixed success.
Mixed success. Are there any downsides? Oh, that's right. It could hurt you. It could do some other things.
It comes with a glitch.
Could hurt me. I'm near the door.
Fortunately, it does not work that way. It only counts me. I mean, that's definitely different, but I guess problematic side effect would be the glitch.
Okay.
Like it still succeeds, but there's a problematic side effect to go with it.
I'm gonna say the force field goes up around the 3 of them. And so y'all won't be able to affect them while it's up.
Okay.
So the celestial is just reaching in and grabbing Nadine currently.
Yes, it grabs her on the shoulder, and you're not sure what's happening, but she is like really upset and freaked out.
Just gonna hold this force field for a few minutes. Let's just hold the force field for a few minutes.
Watch a little show.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do to heal you.
Or actually, the chief is out of it. It's just her and the angel.
Gotcha. Hey, does somebody have a social interaction move to get the chief to back the fuck down?
Trust me?
Yeah, like say when you talk to a normal person about something on and tell them the truth,
Yeah. You know, it's so funny that you mentioned that. So the first thing I'm going to do is radio Ernie. Ernie, get your ass down here.
Okay. Oh, yeah, there's this hutch. I think that's it. Okay.
Yep.
Some sort of game room. Oh, there's a door. Okay. I've got a couple officers with me. Where's the chief?
Well, I got good news for you.
Chief's in some deep shit down here. I'll tell you that much.
The chief grabs his radio and he says, Ernie, if you want to keep your job, you'll stay out of here.
Ernie, if you want to keep your job, the chief is about to lose his. I'll tell you that
there
much.
Might be a promotion in store.
Yeah, you're probably going to get promoted from this now.
Okay, so Ernie and the officers arrive behind Nadine, and he's like, Chief, you should probably give it up now. This is all over. And Nadine passes out, and the angelic figure looks back your direction and wisps away.
Okay, first things first. Ernie, I would check Nadine's person. She's going to have some dark artifacts on her of some sort. I know, she was in it all along. She had us all fooled. Second of all, Chief, I think that you should put down any weapons you have and come quietly.
You are surrounded. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. If you cannot afford an attorney, you will be provided one.
Leo, you sound like a fucking pig right now. Well, it's funny, though.
Thank you, Pete.
Do you want to drop the force field?
Yeah, I'll drop it since the Nadine is down and the Celestial's gone.
Is Montrose still up?
Ernie and his officers.
Oh, shit, Montrose. Oh my God, is Montrose still up?
Or did he go down when Nadine went out?
So as soon as Ernie can see the creature, he's like, Pete, look out! He starts shooting it. It ignores him completely and attacks you.
Sorry, gang.
Again, Pete, what would you like to do? Thank you, Tess.
I'm the kid that asked if we had homework the night before. Okay.
Oh, actually, no. As soon as Nadine passed out, it would have just dropped and returned to being a corpse. So Ernie doesn't have to shoot. Everything's fine. The chief finally drops his gun. It's out of bullets anyway. And Ernie has one of his officers handcuff him because he only has the one hand. Oh
my God, yeah.
The chief just looks all chagrined and pissed off.
Wait, I thought we cut off Bennett's arm.
Bennett?
Yeah.
Was it Bennett?
I think it was
okay,
Bennett.
never mind.
Yeah.
I must have had my notes wrong. So Ernie handcuffs him. And that is that?
Well, we got to get people out of the other dimension.
Yeah.
Well, I think they're out, right?
That's right.
No,
destroying Baltavoth has affected his realm. So I think it's happening everywhere that people were taken.
Just pop up back where they left from, right?
They're popping back up. So you wouldn't know because you're down here, but there are people reappearing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just... she's just going to lay down and it's like, I'm going to take a 7-day nap. Y'all, wake me up when September ends or something. I'm done. I'm out.
I think I need to go to the hospital for approximately 10
Ernie, can we get some stretchers in here?
Yeah, we need to go to the hospital, please.
I mean, I'm doing fine, but they're doing rough. Yeah.
Sure,
I'm in a lot of pain.
Okay. All right. So we'll cut to the hospital, and there's a few people there that are being checked out because they appeared in the street and had to dive away from a car or in a river, so they're being looked after. There's reporters everywhere trying to find out why these people disappeared, why these people just appeared in random places. So you can hear them off trying to get nurses to help them and stuff. and Ernie is with Barbara, I guess. Yeah, where is everybody?
Probably in my hospital room right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna assume that we got the same room.
Yeah, do you guys get a cute little double?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, we came in together. It makes sense. Just to I was just like laying on the bed. Well, Pete, this was quite the adventure. When you asked me if I wanted to help you start a restaurant in Washington State, I didn't think we'd be fighting a cult.
Yeah. And you know what? I hear that there's a pretty fine real estate opportunity now. The former Mickey Dangle's ice cream parlor.
Ice cream and chicken could go great, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying maybe we should take a vacation before we consider that. I hear there's a nice town off the coast you could check out. Just a little vacation from our adventures, I guess.
You need a vacation from your vacation, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just dip into my undisclosed fortune and purchase the ice cream parlor, and then we can move along.
Oh yeah, about that. It literally, I'm going to hand. He's going to pull out of his bag $10,000. Here you go.
Oh, cool.
That's from.
I won't ask about where this came from at all.
It's a gift from a friend of ours, Mr. Peter.
What a generous man.
On a side note,
shame that he passed away.
Unfortunate bit of news there. On a side note, out of character, I had planned that since I stole the money.
That's the fried chicken fund.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
$1,000 in a dream.
So a reporter comes in. This is famous Northwest TV reporter Elaine Chow. No, wait, that's that evil lady. Elaine Chu. And she's like, "Hi, Ernie. I hear you're the one to talk to about the Montrose's death and all these mysterious happenings."
Oh, that's because Ernie's the big chief guy. This guy saved the world.
Instrumental.
Instrumental. Oh, really?
No. Actually, out of character, let me back up. Not save the world. Save the town. So it was like, yeah, save the town. Pete Montrose was just kidnapping people and doing all kinds of evil stuff. He wanted to pollute the city.
He actually mind controlled me and my wife here, Mr. and Mrs. Mickey Dangle.
Oh, it was horrible.
Yeah, and it was because he used hypnotism, as we all know, is a thing that people can be affected by.
He horribly disfigured me. I look like an old man now.
Yeah. And Ernie here, I can't pat him on the back because bandages, but he saved the day through his keen detective work and everything. I just rode in town today, and I was curious, and Ernie did such a good job.
I love Ernie. Ernie's like, well,
good man.
Most of that stuff they said was wrong. Do you want to? I'll tell you. Except for in the hall.
Except for the big hero part. That part was true. He's a hero.
Saved the day.
She waves goodbye and heads out. It's just the three of you.
Well, Barb, you're welcome to come with us to whatever we're doing next. But I would imagine after 20 years, you probably want to pick up where you left off a little.
I feel like if there's any time to reinvent yourself, it's after you've been gone for 12 to 15 years,
You like ice cream?
Everyone thought I bailed anyway. Let's see what happens. I do like ice cream, yeah.
Well, congratulations, Mrs. Dangle.
Fantastic.
Well, welcome to the 80s. That's all I have to say right now. Welcome to the 80s.
Invest in Apple.
So our last scene is Elaine Chu on King 5 News, and she says, and in a unrelated, strange turn of events, local business magnate Peter Montrose was shocked by a piece of machinery. What's the word? Set up for some sort of private party in the basement of his mansion. local proprietor Mickey Dangle and his wife have been taken in for questioning. I'm not sure. I'll get back to you on that, Dick. And we'll. But those other people, they've got a wild story. Sure, indeed. They tell us they've been missing for 30, 40, 50 years. Pretty strange stuff. And Dick Bunkmeyer thanks her, and well, we'll hear all about that tomorrow on the 11 o'clock news.
I like to say that as interviewed person was like, oh yeah, Ernie totally saved the day. He'd make a great police chief. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fashion has got to be so wild for a little while after that, where everyone who just showed up in the last 40 years is trying desperately to understand what the current style is.
Mm-hmm.
Like a little uncanny valley thing where everything's just a little bit incorrect.
Some people missed World War II.
Oh man, their politics might be a little out of date.
Yeah.
Their great-grandchildren are going to be like, we don't say that anymore.
No, you can't.
Yeah. Grandma, shh.
All right, likes. Anybody have anything that stood out?
I liked that Pete lived.
Yeah.
I was really worried about that. Yeah.
I was, yeah.
I like that the two characters close to death didn't die.
I like the. Oh yeah, go ahead.
I just said for sure.
Go ahead, Tess.
I liked little tentacle monster getting killed in a magical, kind of can.
Yeah. I was a big fan that Dean could just summon angels.
That was very helpful.
Yeah, that was really cool.
I'm excited to be the new Mrs. Dangle.
Mm-hmm.
That was wild that we rolled a 10 and a 12 on disadvantage.
Yeah, oh my god. Like, we became the Dangles.
Yeah, Montrose had to cancel that silence spell just to put you off the scent a little bit. Keep his people from revolting.
Mm-hmm.
Two things. One, in fairness, I did put on his character sheet the Grand Diviner, so that explains some of the bullshit I pulled off. Also, I mean, he did canonically say in the first campaign he had a wife. So we don't know how far that went, apparently. But yeah, now that hey, y'all, when we do the end of session experience, we learned something new and important about one of the hunters.
I am down for Pete and Barb getting hitched if you are.
Honestly, yeah, I'm just like, it seems easier this way, right?
Yeah.
The hard part is and in the sequel series, the hard part is being explained why Pete's still living in the fence in the geological site, where Barb's just like, I don't know. Pete's doing Pete stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
He seems happy there. Somebody's got to be back home with the ice cream shop. I can't always be there.
Yeah, we sell ice cream and fried chicken at both locations.
Near a sewage plant. Yeah.
Yeah, you ever had chicken and waffles with ice cream on top?
Absolutely. Yeah.
There you go.
Good shit right there.
The whole thing was fun, Jeff. And I guarantee that when you first thought of this, you did not think this would last 4 whole sessions.
No, there were a lot of characters, a lot of locations. Like, I should have known better, but yeah, of course not.
I really liked that we were able to keep up with the status of the drill throughout this episode.
Oh my god, I kept forgetting things.
Watch.
I'm like, oh yeah, the drill.
Yeah,
that was a very Chekhov's gun situation, is what it was.
Mm-hmm. I like both plans that I came up with in that one chamber. Both came to fruition. I drove the drill in and became Mickey Dangle, not Peter Dangle.
And I will say this though, I did forget to do my recurring joke about talking about the Grindwall, which, as we all know, is a recent hydraulic system built particularly from an ocean shore in coastal engineering or riverbank.
I will say, when that first lightning strike hit while you were like climbing in the window at Montrose's mansion, the way that Jeff described it, you were like, yeah, there's a flash in the distance. And in my head, I went, oh, the Grindwall. There we go.
That's the other post-show news. The Grindwall got hit by lightning the previous night. No, that's just a joke. No, it was a good time, Jeff. I liked it.
That was great.
Yeah, I had a very fun time. I'm happy I got to play Pete again.
Pete is without a doubt. By the way, like, this is only in our private like group chat, but things have become Pete coded in a few things. Like, Tess, you're talking about it. It was like you were talking about the like season finale of the reboot to what's the name of that show? Quantum Leap, and you referred to something as Pete coded. Pete coded. I was like, I like how something can be coded as Pete now.
It was the quote, "Well, fuck my old boots, son of a bitch," from What We Do in the Shadows.
Well,
which
fuck
I
my
stand
old
by
boots,
that.
you son of a bitch.
That's Pete coded.
You really are the most devious bastard in New York City.
That's how people talk in Arizona.
In Tucson, Arizona.
Stinky Pete, actual human man.
Yeah. Mickey Dangle.
So because it's done, we don't need wishes. So let's hear a little bit about what's coming up for Omniversal Escapades.
Okay, so 2 weeks from now, for our normal rotation, we'll be picking up back with our second season in between seasons. Unless we get we do have a special guest, so maybe we'll talk about that. But our actual season is coming up, is a short version. We are going to go be playing 5th edition D&D Dungeons and Dragons, which everyone in the brother does that. I get that. So stay with us. It is going to be a little different than just like sword and sorcery with knights and stuff like that. So I am looking forward to that. We're still in our planning phase, so we'll have probably like a post-show episode meeting about that real quick if you guys have just like a few more minutes after the show.
Sure.
But I look forward to it. It was meant to be a side idea that I just started thinking about, and then my brain would start developing ideas for. So we'll see what happens. This will be interesting.
Sweet.
But yeah, that's we're looking forward to it. If everything goes right, we'll be picking up again on the 24th of March. So that's when the next episode will be. However, I will like to point out that I said basically the same thing the last time we streamed, and we didn't stream. So y'all.
I don't have any planned trips to Albany this time. So
I'm not blaming anybody. Life happens. I get it. I'm just saying, like, I made the same comment last episode, and I was sitting here, I was like, wow, that didn't age well on my part. But I was like, well, we'll be back on the 25th. I was like,
we'll
nope.
See you when we see you.
Yeah. We're going to try and aim for it to be the 24th of March. If life happens, we understand. Y'all, we love you. We love the show. We love doing this, but we all have lives, and sometimes lives get in the way.
Hopefully I'll have a job by then. Could you imagine?
Yeah.
That'd be great. That way you can pay your bills and hopefully not be financially destitute. But yeah, that's what we're looking forward to. Does anyone want to toss anything out into the world before I do our outros?
Oh, we could say where we could find us.
Yeah, maybe we should do that. The thing
Plugs.
In order for people to watch us. Yeah. Plug.
I have a podcast. It's called Shattered Worlds RPG. We play a space opera game that I created, and we're into our 6th season. It is a lot of fun. There's zombies and robots and wizards and spaceships.
Oh my!
Indeed. Yeah, you can find that on your podcatcher of choice. I'm also writing a book set in the world of that podcast that's called The Tower of Justice. It may be out soon. And I guess that's it. Find me on socials at El Jefe Tacoma.
All right. As I know you also have things to plug.
I do. some things that were in the works last time we were here are now out, and you can see them and listen to them. My Pokemon and biology podcast, the Biodex Cast, has a few episodes out now. You can listen to our episodes about Pikachu and Bulbasaur, and we did an episode on just like the basics of Pokemon biology. So those are all really nice listens. I just put out a video essay on Homestuck 2, if that's something that you're interested in. It's on my YouTube channel at Cal's Calzones. Coincidentally, Cal's Calzones is also my Twitter handle, so you can find me there. I do work for the Scavengers Network. Also, last month, my yearly Space Jam review and appreciation podcast, It Jams for Thee, put out our 3rd episode, so that's something you can go listen to. So check that out as well. And I think that's all I have for right now.
All right, Tess?
If you want to know if things are Pete coded, you can find me on Twitter at Tess is super cool. Otherwise, if you like, home recipes and stuff, you can find me on Instagram at Meals from the Basement.
Tess is my biggest fan on Twitter right now. I keep getting notified that Tess is liking my tweets.
I'm out there liking tweets left and right.
You're everyone's biggest fan. I find you on Instagram liking my stuff, even if it's super innocuous. So I appreciate that. So I'm gonna do the show, then I'll do me. If you like what you saw here today on YouTube, please like and subscribe. On Twitch, please follow and hit the bell to be notified whenever we stream. We try to stream at least twice a month, but life happens. You can find us on YouTube at Omniversal Escapades. You can find us at twitch.tv/Omniversal Escapades. And you can find our social medias at Omniversal Escapades, except for Twitter, which is Omniversal ESC, because Escapades was weirdly already taken. Someone else took Omniversal Escapades before us. Yeah. If you want to follow me, why? But beyond that, you can find me on most platforms at Geekist. I don't have a lot of side projects at the moment. But if you want, I was in a few streamers' stream a few weeks ago, being really bad at Apex Legends. It was a community night, but they had Low G's, Jen's Boy, Colin M. Parker, and NPC Christian. They all streamed around the same time.
I was also there.
Yeah, Az was there. Az had less time in that game than I did. It still kicked my ass.
I didn't. I super didn't. Don't say that.
You kicked. I had a lot of assists, but you were like, at one point, the main person taking me out. That's the closest thing to content I have made. I am working on something right now, but nothing's to be announced yet till I get a few chapters in. But yeah,
wait. You were on a couple episodes of my podcast, Shattered Worlds RPG. So go to the Shattered Worlds podcast and just search in the search bar Dean Eaton.
Yep. And you should know, if you just type in Dean Eaton 2 on Google, it is one of the top results because I am not a known entity. But yeah, so you can check out Shattered Worlds RPG. I've also in the past been on Plus One EXP. They're starting their own actual play podcast. Shout out to them. They're doing a actual play podcast for the Gauntlet tabletop game that's coming out. So if anyone remembers like the arcade game Gauntlet, apparently that's what it is. And this Red Wizard is interested. Also needs food. But yeah, I'm in a few things, but nothing more recent. For the Twitch, that was just something that I was featured in. So, but that's on the VOD. Anyway, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Threads at Geekistine. Beyond that, I would like to thank our hosts like normal. I would like to thank Jeff for being our keeper today through this fun adventure that we had. I would like to thank Tess for being awesome and doing a great job and being super supportive. And I'd like to thank Az for being funny and playing probably one of the most memorable characters in this series so far, to be perfectly honest.
Oh, stop. I'd like to thank Dean for being Pete's best friend.
Oh, that's nice.
Aw.
Hey, I have one question. Were you disappointed that you didn't get to wave a gun at a guard?
A little bit, yeah. Because that is definitely what I was trying to do.
You got to threaten a couple cops. That's nice.
Yeah.
There you go.
But like, in our first season, one of the things that Pete did was pull up to a guard station and immediately pull a gun on them.
Yeah, you did. So you did seem very excited about that.
I was trying to recreate that.
We'll find a guard for you soon.
We'll find you your guard, Pete.
Go out of our way to bother guards. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry. In like 15 years, he'll totally fulfill that that want.
Yeah, you know what? In character, and let's just insert this into that episode. Pete's gonna say, "I've always wanted to do that."
There you go.
Yes, if we ever turn these into a podcast, I'll go back and insert that.
Sorry, but yeah. Thank you all for watching. If you're listening to this later in podcast form, if we can ever get up the money for that, then thank you for listening. Thank you for watching Omniversal Escapades, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Okay, that's done.
All right. This was fun. If I'm a little tired, it's because I am. And I got like 2.5 hours to get shit done. So I'm going to try and be just a little brief here, and y'all got lives as well. So obviously, if it's okay with you, next Sunday, it doesn't have to be as long as one of these sessions, but I want to talk character creation and just like a tiny bit of world building. I do like cooperative world building, like what we've been doing. So I was getting like, what do you want to name the organization? What do you want to name your group? That kind of thing. And then we'll do character creation as well. We can just use D&D Beyond if you want. I unfortunately do not have any legit copies of the books. So all like feats that are not part of D&D Beyond, or that are part of D&D Beyond, but we don't have the books for, will have to be like typed into the character sheet.
Yeah, that's fine by me.
Yeah,
I like D&D Beyond.
Sounds good.
And then we'll just use Theater of the Mind because I